We're going to make our WrestleMania picks. We're just going to do it together because fucking it's the Mania season. But we're not going to start with because that's number 1 to 13 right now.
Was it last night 14?
It was. Yeah. So yeah, it hasn't gone down at all this year, but so far announced for the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, we have The Revival, Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson, Baron Corbin, Mojo Rawley, Ty Dillinger, Matt Hardy, Dolph Ziggler, Fandango, Tyler Breeze, Goldust, Heath Slater, Rhino, Zack Ryder, and Primo Cologne. I feel like we can also throw Jeff Hardy and Bray Wyatt in this match.
Aye.
So there's a lot of open slots in this match. This honestly, these battle royals are probably gonna be toughest to pick because I don't think any of them that have been announced right now are gonna win this match. So Drake, who do you think is gonna win?
Procure! Right. The humongous wonder that is the 8. He has to.
All right, no, I mean Hardy would make sense. What do you think, John?
I'm gonna just have to go with Matt Hardy because the person who I really think might not even be in it because I was gonna say Adam Cole.
See, I don't think he'll be making an appearance. I mean, he'd be a good pick. If he does make an appearance, he'd be a good pick. See, that's the problem with this match.
There's entire arena screaming Adam Cole, baby.
Yeah. So, what do you think, JP?
Oh, yes, sorry, man.
What I think about this battle royal, I was talking to Drake last night. I don't think it matters who wins because I believe that the spirit of Andre the Giant has cursed that trophy.
Very true.
Everyone who has won it, their booking has been crap that entire year they held it. Mojo Rawley, where is he now? Who cares? Baron Corbin, how big of a fall from grace? Big Show, who cares? He's heel, he's face, he's doing nothing. And Cesaro. Cesaro's worst year in WWE was the year he won that Battle Royal because they put him with Paul Heyman. And Paul Heyman's whole reason for being there was to put over Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
So, whoever wins it, my condolences. Good luck.
Well, I mean, you're right, but at the same time, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's cursed because I think.
Okay, if I'm going to make a pick, I think it would be sweet if the Revival won because
like
they said they said on Raw that both of them were going to be the first ever tag team to win it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That would be interesting.
If they're going to
the Revival needs something, even if it is cursed.
Well, you know what sucks about the Revival, JP? Or everybody. The Revival would have been booked much more tremendously had it not been for their respective injuries.
Oh, they
really it's just a shame. It was really they were dealt a crap hand. It wasn't their fault.
If they would have stayed healthy this year, there was a good chance they would have been going to the Mania as champions.
Oh yeah.
But I truly don't think anybody that's been announced is going to win this match. I think we're going to get a shocking return of the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. He's going to come back and win it.
That's a great theory. But I have another match on the card where I think he's going to come back.
Well, we'll get to that one in a little bit.
But yeah, I kind of see where we'll get to it. I actually kind of agree with JP, but at the same time, since we have to have a winner, tell me you guys ain't going to crack up with just Matt Hardy talking to the Andre the Giant statue. If I see that, I'm going to be fucking happy.
Maybe there we go. Actually, no.
I need to see him talk to that statue and pretend like it's talking back. It'll make my night.
Actually, that would be a good WWE will never
official character in the Woken universe.
Yes, have a talk like he has with
them. They never have the Battle Royal again.
Retire!
Or give it back. He's just like, this is part of the Great War.
No, he keeps it on. It's Haughty compound property now. I don't know why
it's an artifact. It's an artifact of the Great War.
Exactly.
No, what he's going to do is he's going to throw in the Lake of Reincarnation. It's going to turn the Hornswoggle Battle Royal.
Oh, God! Wait, they're going to bring back the... Oh, God, you remember the junior weight division?
If it's the Hornswoggle Battle Royal,
no, it's not the junior weight division.
Yeah, we're not
talking the midgets.
We're not having midgets. We're not bringing that back. It's not the.
You don't want to see a little puppet with the. Did you ever watch that show, The Midget? Remember when Hulk? Did you guys ever watch a show with Hulk Hogan?
Hardcore midget
wrestling with Hulk Hogan and fucking. It was one of the Nasty Boys.
What the? I don't even
Who was
know
the nasty
what's
boy?
happening.
Was it? It was the fat one, right?
Yeah.
Was that Knobs?
I don't know.
Knobs?
I can't remember the other one. It was the other
Was
one.
it-
It was the fat
I
one.
have a knob.
Yeah.
It
but-
was.
Was that one of the nasty boys, Knobs?
Yeah, Brian Knobs was one of the nasty
I'm
boys.
sorry, Knobs sounds like it should be a porn name. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
See, I gotta find it now. It's
Or
gonna bother
a
me.
nasty boy.
But it's a real thing. It happened.
Jerry Sags, that was it. But no, it was Brian Knobs. It was the guy. Brian
They
Knobs.
shut
was the
that
fat
down
one.
when the one guy like cracked the whole back of his head open.
Dude, they were in town. They were in
What just happened
Pittsburgh.
to his body?
Dude, I'm not even joking. They were in Pittsburgh 3 weeks ago and had a hardcore show in Pittsburgh. Those fucking midgets. I'm not joking.
Those fucking
still a
midgets.
thing?
Not like the same. Like it wasn't like the television show, but those fucking Puppet was a part of it. Little man was there. But to get away from the midgets, let's go to something even more ridiculous, and that's women's wrestling.
The women's battle royal.
The women's battle royal. I'm gonna piss off a lot of people with that one. But it's announced for the women's battle royal right now, and yes, I'm still calling it the fabulous Moolah battle royal just to piss everybody off. 'Cause fuck the internet wrestling community. I mean,
Oh,
Fuck you.
Hold on.
Running in hell where she should be.
oh, nobody's
Hold on.
disputing that.
Hold on. Can I please? I want to hear your opinion versus his opinion on it, please.
I think that
Because he disagree. He thinks differently. I'm like in the middle. I don't give a shit.
Even though I called it, Drake,
You did. He did.
Earlier,
He did.
way long time ago.
Like months ago, dude.
oh wow,
I have like his.
Well, they had the Mae Young Classic.
It's saved
there
in
was
my
gonna be a
phone.
Battle Royal. It's going to be named after Moolah.
No.
Even if I disagreed with the name.
now here was what my problem was with what the backlash was. I get that she was a terrible person. Show me a conviction. So we're
It's
just
all allegations and accusations.
yes.
That's why I didn't get too
So-
on arms about it.
And we're attacking a woman that can't defend herself because she's dead. So here's the thing. Are we taking Warriors Trophy away? Or are we just going to take WWE away in general because Vince McMahon literally went to court for raping somebody? Well, he didn't go to court. I'm sorry. He settled out of court for that.
Yeah.
So
I had a similar conversation with someone else, and they were like, show me one person, especially in the past wrestling business, who didn't do something terrible. And
I think that's the point he's making.
But
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like you're talking about women empowerment so much, and you're talking about the women's revolution so much. You don't want an highly accused and alleged pimp drug pusher as the name of your women's battle royal.
But
That
then
makes
there
sense.
were some of these claims, like one the chick complained because she was forced to work WrestleMania 3, like Fabulous Moolah forced to work her. Like you're complaining about being forced to work the biggest WrestleMania in history. Oh my god, I'm so sorry for you. Your career is so goddamn tough. Like you know what I mean? Like I've read the allegations, and some of them, yes, I truly believe that Mae Young or not Mae Young, Fabulous Moolah wasn't the best woman on the planet. But you're gonna sit here and tell me because of some allegations, you're gonna totally rectify her 40-year career in pro wrestling when women's wrestling was a fucking joke.
Well, when all
Because
your
she held
sponsors-
everybody else down.
Doesn't
And
matter.
kept
She
the
was.
title on herself.
So did Hulk Hogan. So does John Cena. Are we gonna crucify John Cena because he's holding people down? You know what I mean?
Well,
Go ahead.
When all of your sponsors threaten to pull out of your event, you do it.
Snickers. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
One sponsor. Snickers. Name another
Who's
sponsor.
giving them how much money?
But that's one sponsor. That one sponsor stepped
Everybody was
forward.
hungry. They needed a Snickers.
Nah.
They don't want Moolah. They want Snickers.
I
This
will
is-
say one thing though. If Snickers,
I'm going to buy a Snickers on the way home.
if
No, I'm
Snickers
going there
did
too.
pull
They're
out,
fucking fantastic.
I think it's a problem. I think the whole thing was hilarious. I just thought the whole thing was funny, all of it. But I would have been if Snickers pointing out that would have been one bad thing about that. We wouldn't have those hilarious Snickers commercials with the Miz and Elias. Did you guys see those?
The Elias
Yeah,
one was
there we
funny. The Miz
one
one's
with Elias.
stupid.
Well, I don't care. Miz is
The Miz one's stupid.
Miz
The
is
Elias
fucking
one.
gone,
The
dude.
Elias one
The
was.
one that doesn't have anything to do with wrestling, the almond one, that
was a good one.
They've been putting that on WWE.
Oh, I don't know that one.
The guy just keeps saying, do you like almonds? He keeps saying almonds, and the guy driving the car just jumps out of the car because he can't stand
Yeah.
the almond. It's almond.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
I did see that.
Yeah.
Hilarious. I just saw another ridiculous one yesterday. I know I was watching. The guy was like confessing his sins, and he was like on our porch. He was
Yes!
just supposed to read the meter. It was
It's so
fucking hilarious.
weird!
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be like a serious thing, like some like serious commercial. It's like you need help,
Like for a TV show or something.
or like are you gambling or something, or like one of those like self-help items. It was fucked.
No, but to get back to the main point, well, my problem, my huge problem with this is if this is just set a precedent of okay, we took her off the WrestleMania name battle royal. Who's next? Is the Warrior Award going to be dead next because the Ultimate Warrior was anti-gay?
Wait a second. The Warrior Award, when the man was alive, when he gave his Hall of Fame speech, it wasn't supposed to be for those kids. They used it as a philanthropic, item.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be for like the cameramen, the guys you don't see who work on the show and put the show together.
But they've realized they're going to get a lot more money out of it, making it towards kids that got problems.
Right.
Obviously. But what my point is, we know that Ultimate Warrior was not a good human being. He wasn't.
In parts of his life, I guess.
It's documented. It's very well documented. So is his award going to be gone next?
But it's not really his award. It's not really his award because they changed it.
So what are we going to change the name of the award to? The Good Guy Wrestlemania Award? You get what my point is? Do you understand what my point is?
Pet the Kid Award. That's what it should be called.
The what?
Pet the Kid.
No, it should be one.
That sounds crazy.
It sounds fucking weird, actually. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
It just sounded really
Better ass, dude.
It sounds like it should be Peter the Kid. No, but that's my point. Are we
talking about better asses and Snickers or WrestleMania? Let's.
Well, no, because now I'm on a train here, and I got one point.
No, I actually really honestly agree both. I see both your guys' views. I honestly do, and I believe John does too.
But my other point with it is, why didn't we name it after another woman? There's a lot of other women in wrestling could have been named after. Drake said China. Wendy Richter would have been a good one. Alundra Blaze would have been a good one.
Alundra Blaze should have been it. Or
China or Alundra Blaze? Tell me those aren't great.
Even Sensational Sherry would have been a good one.
Sherry Martel
would have been a great one.
Miss Elizabeth.
Yeah, Miss Elizabeth would have been a no-brainer.
Alundra Blaze. Wendy Richter. I don't really agree with China.
Hell, you could even make the Trish Stratus battle if you wanted to.
I mean, I personally wouldn't.
Damn Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I personally wouldn't have a problem.
But Sonny does Skype chats all the time, and she's in the
I'm not. Well, yeah, that's the point. I'm not saying.
Yeah.
Fuck what they think.
But we went off on a tangent. The women announced so far for
China's like the greatest, like man.
Yeah, but that's what bothers me.
Nicole Bass.
Yeah, it just
the Nicole Bass battle royal. Come on.
Nydia.
No, it's obviously the Katie Vick battle royal. No, obviously Katie Vick battle royal.
Yes,
obviously. So far announced for the Katie Vick battle royal. So far announced.
It's like I love the trauma moments of WWE.
There's some bad ones. 2004 was a weird year, but to announce so far for the Katie Vick battle royal, it was 2002. You're right. It's so far announced that Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, Liv Morgan, Naomi, Natalya.
Oh, Tony, real quick. Liv Morgan is single.
She is. I'm gonna put my penis in her.
I thought she was with Tyler Bate.
Nope, she's single.
She was also apparently with Enzo. She get those Jersey girls get around.
Well, she can come over here. I think she's a year younger than me, so I got a shot. I'm in the ballpark. And we also got Ruby Riott, who I'd also stick it in. Sarah Logan, who I probably wouldn't. Bailey, I would definitely wouldn't.
You do realize we
probably do Sarah Logan?
What?
You wouldn't do Sarah Logan?
Nah.
What the? Follow her Instagram. She looks alright.
No, she ain't bad looking. I'm sorry.
Everybody shut your mouth. We would all.
It's the accent. It's the voice. Could you imagine that voice when you're having sex? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't think the voice is real though.
Hey, John's gonna tell everybody who's gonna do. All right.
I'm not actually gonna do that. I'm just gonna give my picks. Stop being hideous pigs right now.
Oh, that's part of the show then. Just wait till we get to the championship matches.
If I don't think we're gonna be Bailey and Sasha, it's gonna go to Sasha.
You think so? I mean, it makes sense where the storyline is progressing at this point.
So back to being hideous pigs. So wait, I don't think. Okay, this is the women's battle.
Yeah, but to finish off the announcements, Layla, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Mickie James, and Carmella also have been announced.
I don't think it's going to be Sasha or Bayley because they have a feud. I think they were actually originally supposed to be given a one-on-one match, but they had to work him into the battle royal because of like his time constraints.
Yeah, that would have been the 14th match. Nobody would have been interested in that match for number 14.
Yeah, well, I never sent you my fantasy card. I showed it to him. I was like 18 matches.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous.
So since it's not going to be one of them, wait, am I the first one giving a prediction?
No, John gave it.
Wait, who was yours?
I said it was going to be Sasha.
I just don't think it's going to be Sasha or Bayley only because they have like their own feud going on. They might like eliminate each other, or to his point, it could be Sasha if it's down between Sasha and Bayley, and she finally turns heel. Throws the bitch over the top She finally gets rid of that terrible ponytail. And I'd rather have Bailey turn heel. Like, I really want them to both turn heel, but I want to heel Bailey. I don't know. I'm sick of the whole like.
We haven't had Sasha as a heel in so long, and she's so good at it.
I know. No,
nobody's disputing that. Just tell me with a straight face right now, Bailey's stale.
Of course she's stale.
Exactly. A heel turn would fucking save that.
But a heel turn for either of them would help her.
You know what they need, honestly? You know what the WWE needs at this point?
Women's
tag team championships.
Yes.
And the perfect team, have a heel Bailey and Sasha win the tag team championships. That would be perfect.
Perfect team would be Becky and Naomi.
It would be a good one.
Tag team work on the last SmackDown.
No, yeah, they work together very well because they have
the pay-per-view. I mean, the last SmackDown pay-per-view, they were amazing.
Yeah,
I actually don't have a prediction of who's going to win them because I don't know who's all in it.
Yeah, see, the battle royals are harder to pick. I do have a pick though. I really think the way that she's been booked on television, I think Sonya Deville's taking this battle royal.
My prediction, honestly.
Oh, we skip you. My bad.
It's okay.
Well, I actually didn't get one officially. It's all right though.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter.
Well, I said it could. I said I don't think it's going to be Sasha, but I could see it being Sasha.
Oh.
But I didn't actually give an official choice. But I really don't even know how else it would be. You say Sonya.
I have
Sonya.
Yeah, Sonya Deville.
I think. Going off what you're saying, Tony, I'm kind of with you. Like Drake was saying, Sasha and Bailey is too predictable as a finish, and they'll probably eliminate each other.
I can see them going Final Four, though.
Where you're saying Sonya Deville, I'm seeing it as how the Revival said that they would win the men's battle royal together. I think Mandy and Sonya will stay by themselves. Paige will come into the ring. They will both eliminate themselves, and it will go to a non-active wrestler in Paige.
That would be really. That would be real. Oh, that's kind of. I gotta process that.
I actually just thought of somebody. Now, since you brought up Absolution, it made me think of someone else who's in it. Ruby Riott. I'm just gonna throw it out there, just a random pick. I'm just gonna say I think Ruby Riott's gonna
win. She's also a good pick because it could go to her.
Because I think that she could use the win, honestly.
No, definitely, especially with having the last pay-per-view losing the championship match. I can see it being her.
And they're doing really well in that loss.
Oh yeah, no, she looks really good in that match. Awesome. No, I've been down at points on Ruby Riott, but she's been a lot better in the last couple weeks. What's up, John?
I think we're going to see a surprise entrant from one Nikki Cross.
Yes, I agree.
She was present by her absence at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, no, she was definitely a person. Like, especially with Adam Cole showing up earlier in the night, I figured that she was also going to show up with Ember Moon. But let's move on from that because we all got our picks in that one to the last of the pre-show match, and that is the Cruiserweight Championship match. And that is Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali. Both of these men deserve this championship. JP, did you see the promo that Mustafa Ali put on Facebook?
All of Mustafa Ali's promos have been amazing.
He's a much better talker than I would have given him credit for.
He has been, like, whenever I was a child and I watched WCW for the luchadors and such, he gives me that sense that none of the other 205 Live guys do. He just gives me that nostalgia again. And I've said this on the Omega Cast since the 205 Live tournament started. Cedric has been placed for a championship match against Swan, against Enzo, against so many guys to where he got screwed out of it. And the whole story is they're both really good friends. I don't see Mustafa Ali winning, but I want him to win.
Yeah, I mean, both guys deserve it.
I think that it's like Cedric's been here, so we have to put the title on him. But I think since Triple H has taken over and Mustafa has had more mic time, I could see them doing a swerve day of and being like, give it to Mustafa. But I'll just say Cedric because I just think that he's been there too many times to not get it.
All right.
Even if it's for a week.
True. John, what do you think?
I have almost the same sentiment. I'm thinking to myself, for God's sake, give it to Cedric. He's been through so much crap, and none of it has been his fault. But going to what you said about Triple H possibly wanting to give it to Mustafa, who's the one who came out to ensure that 205 or the CWC crowd that Cedric was being signed?
Exactly.
Triple H.
Yeah, no, I mean, at this point...
Mustafa Ali actually reminds me when he wrestles, he reminds me of Hooven.
Yes, Dude was my favorite back then.
No, that's a good comparison. I can see that. What do you think, Drake?
I kind of it's almost kind of like how you thought about the Gargano Trump match, like heart versus brain.
Yeah.
My heart wants Mustafa, but that's also not saying that I don't want Cedric. Actually, even in the other match, I would be even okay with Trump winning. But anyways, yeah, I really love both guys, and they both really deserve it. But I think it's like Cedric's, done ever since the going back to CWC, he's been through so much crap, and I think I mean, they both deserve it, and I really want Ali to win, but I'm thinking it's probably going to go to Cedric because of like the build and everything,
And the whole thing about this, my head says this, my heart says that, says how good WWE has booked this year's WrestleMania.
Oh, no doubt.
That's actually a really good point.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
No,
this is at least 2 times now we're saying this.
No, there's a lot of matches on this card, but I can see that with multiple matches on this card. Just looking at it right now, there's a lot of those matches where there's only like 2 or 3 of them where it's like, yeah, this person's winning, and those are the obvious 2, which are, I mean, you can guess them right now probably. But this match honestly has the most intrigue of the night for me because I've been a huge fan of Cedric Alexander back to the Ring of Honor days. When he left Ring of Honor, I thought Ring of Honor made a huge mistake because I thought he was a guy that you could base a company around. And I still think to this today, you can build a company around a guy like Cedric Alexander. I think they're going to do that Sunday with the Cruiserweight title because as great as Mufasa Ali is, did I say it wrong? Mufasa.
It's all right.
He's not wrestling Scar.
Yeah, I mean, he might be wrestling Scar. That's the main event I pay. I would pay for Mufasa versus Scar in WrestleMania. That'd be a good.
How about Stars?
That would, a boat versus a dead lion. I'll watch that all day.
But who played it?
Yes, but
Tim Curry.
No, but
the new guy, Skarsgård. Bill Skarsgård.
But I think Mustafa. However the fuck you say his name. I feel like he has a little bit more building to do, and I could honestly, watching his promos, I want to see a heel turn out of him. Honestly, I feel like he could cut a really good heel promo. So I feel like Cedric's gonna win, but Ali's gonna do something after the match. Like Cedric's gonna go shake his hand, or he's like, I don't think he'll full on attack him, but I think he'll tease like something, like there's a little bit of dissension there.
So that's your final pick for Cedric the Entertainer versus Mufasa?
Yes. Technically, both of them are dead, right?
No, that's Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac's dead. You're right.
You stupid!
You're not the first person to say that to me in a month.
I believe it. I'm not surprised if people get this.
The other one is the person upstairs. I thought Cedric was dead.
All right. Well, let's move on from that.
So she sounds like Barney Fife. I thought he was dead.
Yeah, but let's move on from that. Let's get to our first championship match of WrestleMania. What I'm guessing. I think it's going to start off with Alexa Bliss versus Nia. And I'm just going to give my prediction here because I have a strange feeling about this match. This is going to be the match that doesn't go over 2 minutes. Nia's going to kick the shit out of Alexa.
Because she's not like most.
No, because she's been getting fat shamed for the last month.
Yeah.
She's going to show her, yeah, I am fat. I'm going to sit on you now.
I want Nia to destroy Alexa Bliss.
Like, because there's always that match at Mania that goes like a minute and a half. There's always, it seems over the last 10 years, there's been that match.
It's definitely, it's Nia's time, man. Like, I really thought, like, I'm actually surprised by this point she still hasn't been a champion. As much as I love Bliss and as great as she's been, like, she's been a champion. Like, at least she's like already like a 4-time champion, I think, on both Raw and SmackDown combined. And since late 2016, she's basically held that title hostage.
Pretty much as long as she's been on the main roster.
Yeah, and as great as she is, it's time for a change. Well, enough! It's enough! I seen his face. And Nia needs to win. And they build up the story like it's like, that's one thing that's great about WrestleMania. Sometimes we can suspend reality and we can give into that fairy tale
like this
feel-good moment. You know what I mean? Like let Nia fucking win.
Like, this is like the dumbest, like, high school quality storyline. Let's fat shame her. Like, that's the creative standards we got now. Like, come on.
I actually have something interesting to throw that could possibly throw a wrench into this match, but I doubt that the writers will think the same way I would. Did they ever specify if the Carmella's money in the bank could
They never did.
could be used? I've thought of this like months ago, man. Why are you flicking me off? So I think that she might cash in, dude, because they never specified if it was good, if it was only good for SmackDown. Because there's no way that Carmella's gonna cash in on Asuka, be fucking Asuka. Because we know the Asuka's gonna beat Charlotte.
No, but I could 100% see them doing the. She cashes in. She didn't get it because she got the shit kicked out of her.
No, wrong. I think
Happened to
Here's
Cena,
what I think.
technically.
Nia
Thanks for flicking me off.
Nia kicks the crap out of Alexa, but
Great
Nikki's
mind.
there. Mickey's there to have Alexa's back. Nia is celebrating, blah, blah, blah. The two attack her. Carmella comes down, wins the Raw title. Or we get a Money in the Bank cash in on Asuka later, and she loses her streak. But I hope that doesn't happen. I hope she gets it on Alexa or Nia. I'm picking Nia, and then I'm picking Carmella, like Drake said.
So you think that Nia would beat Alexa, then Carmella would cash in Nia? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I think it would have to be like Mickey James would have to be out there, and it would have to be off of distraction. Like have Nia with the title celebrating, and both of them attack her.
I would have a problem. My only problem with that would be though is it would ruin Nia's moment. Like I really want Carmella to cash in.
But would you really buy Carmella coming down to non-touched Nia, basically one-on-one?
No, I'm not saying I don't buy it. I'm just saying that, like, from a storytelling perspective, it's like it kind of sucks they built Nia this much just to give it to Carmella. But at the same time, realistically, Carmella has no chance against.
Well, no, let me argue against that point because I feel like they would actually be a better storyline.
Oh wait, but you're saying that like one that would that indicate that now Carmella's a member of Raw, and then her and Nia can go.
No, I think not only that. I think that you could build a really interesting stable with Alexa Bliss, Carmella,
yes,
and Mickey.
That would be very
interesting.
Oh!
And then you could pull like a Daniel Bryan situation with Nia and make her the sympathetic babyface.
It'd be like the beautiful people from TNA.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then because later in the night, I don't care. Asuka beats Charlotte.
Yeah, that's
she's
pretty much
going to SmackDown. Have Carmella go to Raw.
Well, let's just go to that match, Asuka versus Charlotte.
I think Charlotte beats Asuka.
Really?
No way.
You serious? John, get on the mic.
Hey, stranger things have happened.
Repeat what you said.
In the back of my mind, I get this weird feeling too, but I'm still going with Asuka.
I think Charlotte is ready.
It's kind of like
for Asuka.
Now, do you think that they're gonna? Is the end of Asuka's streak the end of Asuka? Because we've seen a lot in pro wrestling history. When a streak ends, the character's kind of like dead. That's what you can go through the annals of history.
You could say that,
but there are exceptions.
There are exceptions, but even the great Goldberg. What was he after?
Charlotte beating Asuka would create the hardest women's wrestling feud of all time, I think.
But to counter what you're saying, Charlotte is a babyface right now.
Yeah.
I don't see Asuka losing the streak unless it's Ember Moon who's a babyface or a heel. I just can't see it. I think it's going to be an amazing match, possibly the show stealer, but
is it possible to end Asuka's streak with a screwy finish?
No, that totally devalues the streak.
Yeah?
Totally devalues the streak.
Yeah.
If you end, it has to be somebody's got to hit her clean. It has. I mean, it just wouldn't make sense.
Or make her tap.
Or make her tap.
So, do you remember earlier in the year I was saying that like I was like still like anti-Asuka at one point. I go back and forth with her. I have my phases.
Oh, you're not the only one. Asuka right now is the most hated person in the IWC for some reason. People hate Asuka.
No, I still like Asuka.
He goes back and forth
I don't
on
see
people
that at all.
No, if you go in the comment section of like the Mixed Match Challenge, every comment's fuck Asuka.
Oh, well, all the comments on the Mixed Match Challenge in general are cancer.
True, yeah, I mean that's a good place. We're not talking about Facebook here.
I think that's actually one of my things I have a problem with Asuka with. I don't think the streak should have been on the line in a Mixed Match Challenge match. That's what pissed me off because it was predictable. who was going to win.
No, you want to know what pissed me off?
At all.
That 5 days before WrestleMania, they gave away Charlotte versus Asuka on fucking Facebook. The finals of the Mixed Match Challenge was
and
fucking
technically they did.
And who won?
Who do you
Asuka.
think?
Asuka did.
That's what important.
Technically, the Miz got the pin.
Oh, okay.
But still,
I was gonna say
but they gave away the match on fucking Facebook 5 days before Mania.
I haven't watched any of it. I
Yeah.
don't care to.
It honestly wasn't that bad.
It's entertaining.
The only thing I saw was
Watch the Alexa and Braun stuff.
Yeah.
yeah.
So good.
Oh my God.
I mean,
So
I've seen that stuff. I've seen the
When
Alexa
they
and
gave each
Braun
other
stuff,
t-shirts as presents, it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
and her
His
falling on him, and he's looking
Yeah.
like he's about.
You're kind
I
of
saw
cute.
that.
You're kind of cute too.
And I saw Becky Lynch,
Yeah,
Bobby
well,
Roode conversation in the back where Shinsuke was there randomly, and
Yeah.
he said Bucky, and they were like, "What Shinsuke?" And he's like, "I have no idea what I'm doing." And then he just left it.
It's so good.
I love Shinsuke.
I mean,
I don't know how anybody.
I had no idea that they were in that match, but since you said Miz got the pin and it wasn't down to the women, then I'm still going with Asuka. But if Asuka would have got the pin on Charlotte then I would have went Charlotte.
It just,
But
it
still,
was still,
sometimes with writing, it still doesn't always mean anything.
Yeah, that-
How you
honestly,
think about
now-
it. Think, well, if this happened the week before, that means the opposite.
like, I mean, it technically in the Rousey situation, like Rousey getting put to the table this week on Raw, obviously they're going to
Her face,
Yeah, going with
Yeah, she
how
was like
the
super
writing
pissed.
doesn't always mean anything.
and then she was like,
Look at
kinda
every
scared.
time leading into a Brock Lesnar match. They have
True.
him get destroyed every week on Raw, and then one F5 silences his opponent like he's nothing.
I don't even.
That's why I don't give a shit about Brock Lesnar in
Well,
any way.
Well, we'll
I
get,
don't
we'll get
either,
into Brock
man. I don't
Lesnar.
believe
Pretty soon,
I
you don't have to.
Yeah, shush with the Lesnar stuff. We'll get into that in a minute. Because right now, because technically we already booked the women's.
What?
Yeah, technically we've already booked the women's championship matches. We've made our picks on those. So let's switch it to the men. And let's go to the triple threat match: The Miz versus Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor for the Intercontinental Championship. This has the potential to steal the show. These are three of, you could argue, some of the best wrestlers on the planet. Miz is a guy that 5 years ago you would have not have made that argument about, but honestly, give me a reason why he isn't at least in the top 25.
No, I love Miz. I'm all about Miz. Hold on, did I ever give my official prediction against Charlotte versus Austin?
I don't think you do.
Well, I'm just gonna go with Austin.
Yeah, I feel like everybody's going with Asuka except for John.
But no, I don't think. But I still think he has a good.
No, he's got a good point.
Good point.
I just see that being like a 1% possibility of happening.
I agree with everything you said with The Miz. I freaking love The Miz. If you guys ever watched Photo Shoot yet, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, like I saw the first couple episodes with Cesaro and Miz, and it just made you like love Miz more. Like he's really like a nice guy. He's not like a dick at all. You can tell he's like so humble and was appreciative of like every moment, everything that has happened to him. And like, and did you see like all this like excited he was like legit like on Raw? He's like, I just had a child. And it's just so awesome.
It got borderline annoying at points because it was like, okay, talk about the fucking match.
But I loved it because it's like Miz. He's supposed to be annoying.
No, it worked perfectly. No, he's the best
I
heel.
actually think that was like after like Michael Mizanin being legitimately like ecstatic that he had a kid, and I think it was awesome.
Yeah.
And it also just like it kind of, and it added to me, it added to the excitement of this week. He's like, I'm even more focused. As I bring my A game even more now. Like it was, I just love the guy. Honestly, this is another match where to me all the fans win, at least in my eyes, because I love all three of these men. I have no problem with qualms of who wins because I think they're all amazing. I will say this though, since I'm high on Rollins, obviously, I kind of hope he doesn't win on because I hope that would indicate by him not winning, it would mean like a future chance at the Universal title, which is going to be Reigns soon. But or I think so to me, Balor or Miz retaining would benefit the most because obviously Miz retaining would benefit because the longer he holds it, then he's like how close to being the longest reigning of all time.
Yeah,
and
he's
also,
extremely
if you
close.
think about it, even if Miz loses, he still wins technically because next time he gets it back, he's gonna tie Jericho's record. So if you I'm actually gonna go with Finn Balor.
All right.
But I also want Miz to be the longest reigning, so I don't know. But I don't know. But then again, we don't know. Finn could be the demon, and he's only been pinned as the demon
I feel
once.
like it's pretty much implied at this point the demon's going to be there, right?
Well, how the fuck did you know it was WrestleMania?
Yeah, I mean, because we haven't seen the demon since SummerSlam 16, right?
I'm kind of guessing this. Sorry, I'm kind of getting disappointed. No, TLC against Styles.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yes,
That was
you're
the
right.
last time
You are
before.
right.
But
But you got to remember too.
I missed the Demon.
But the Demon wasn't promoted for that match either. If you remember correctly.
Oh yeah, it's something like last minute or something.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go with Finn, but a part of me wants Miz to win because I want him to be the longest reign.
Oh,
But,
All right.
The Demon was promoted
That wasn't
because
promoted?
it was against Sister Abigail.
Oh, that's right. You're right. Okay.
yeah, but not against Styles.
But we didn't know.
Yeah,
Oh, that was
definitely.
last
Yeah.
year.
He probably got his body paint on, and then they were like, "Oh, Bray's not coming."
No, they announced that match like 2 days before the show.
Yeah.
It wasn't like last second.
Hey.
But what do you think? How do you think this one's going to go, John?
It kills me that Finn is not in a singles match at WrestleMania because I think that pretty much guarantees we're not getting the Demon. And it kills me. It absolutely kills me that we're not going to see a Demon entrance at Balor's first WrestleMania.
I
Yeah, that's
know,
kinda
right?
That's why I think even though it's triple threat, we're going to see it.
Fuck.
One of my favorite parts of WrestleMania is the entrances.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to see Shinsuke. We'll get into that.
That's going to be
But
amazing.
There's also a glorious one.
Oh, see, you were talking about those two. Rusev better come out a fucking tank.
Again?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't care. Do it again.
Well, I just want to
Yeah, he can
One
one.
for
He's
English.
just straddling two tanks as they go.
I want to say I'm even more like I know, right? But to his point about Finn, because I was at WrestleMania last year, and I was like, I was hoping that like Finn. There was rumors that Finn was healthy, and of course he came the next time Raw. I was
Yeah.
so hoping that entire friggin' trip he was going to come out with his Demon Pin. Like, wow, at least we have next year. We might not even have this year. But it's okay. There's going to be so much other good stuff. I'm going to get over it, man. I mean, damn your Brian being back might as well be like the second coming to me.
We'll get to that later. But JP, how do you feel about this triple threat?
Well, I didn't really give a
Oh, sorry about it. Go.
I think it's gonna. I think it'll be Miz.
Yeah, I mean it's the safe pick. Miz is definitely.
I want him to be the longest reigning because Miz is the best heel WWE.
No doubt. The only guy kind of argues Kevin Owens.
I could also say Andrade down in NXT, but going off just main roster, Miz is the best heel.
Yeah. No, I can agree with that. What do you think, JP?
I don't disagree with what everyone has said about The Miz. I agree with everyone's opinions and points about The Miz. But you fail to realize that he just had a child.
Yes.
Oh, shit. I didn't even think about that.
Maybe he gets a week or two off to be a dad.
Yeah.
So I don't see him winning. I see.
Rock goes off TV with the belt. Why can't the Miz do it?
I've also seen a lot of talk and rumor and innuendo that Seth Rollins may be going to SmackDown. So, and with the reuniting of the Balor Club, the OGBC,
Guys,
all of that together combined makes me believe that Finn Balor will be leaving WrestleMania with the Intercontinental title.
I agree. The only thing that I agree 100%, the only difference is, I've been saying it for months, we're getting to heel Finn Balor.
Oh, yeah.
Because the club's going to screw everybody else out of the match.
That's smarmy ass smirk.
We're going to get we're going to get the real rock and roll up.
Something that I literally just thought of is that if Rollins wins, he's a Grand Slam champion.
Oh, shit, he might win.
So I might see go to Rollins.
Yeah, it's probably going to go to Rollins. Honestly, they might do it. They might honestly
we might
do it.
see two Grand Slam champions crowned in the same year, and that doesn't happen.
It's very rare. It's definitely a possibility, but I have a feeling that's the way it's going to go. But to move on from that one, because that's an interesting match, but there's one that's a little bit more interesting. That's that fatal four-way for the United States Championship. Randy Orton defends against Bobby Roode, Jinder Mahal, and the greatest man that ever lived, not Austin Aries, Rusev Day for the United States title, like I said. John, how do you feel about this one? Because honestly, either four of these guys can win this match.
I think the result of this match is going to be absolutely glorious.
So you think Bobby Roode is going to win it back?
Yeah.
All right.
I just love Bobby Roode.
No, he's a great competitor.
My picks usually go with who I like, unfortunately.
Do you think he's going to do it in a heel or face fashion, John?
I like to keep him face.
Oh, no.
No.
I don't know. I just love
so
Bobby.
good as a heel.
He's a fantastic heel.
I mean, yeah, but
Like that's probably my biggest gripe with him on the main roster so far.
The beer money sense doesn't even work on WWE.
But yo, who was it Raw? James Storm.
Was he at Raw?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Who said that? I listened to his interview with Wade Keller. Triple H said the door is always open. The only reason he didn't stay with NXT was because he was having another kid. I'm telling. There is a very big possibility
SmackDown could use tag teams.
that the Glorious One wins in a heel fashion with the help of James Storm.
Could you imagine the fucking plop in that ring?
I would
James
go
Storm
nuts.
came out? It'd be crazy.
I would too.
It'd be.
But I'm not picking Bobby Roode. I'm just putting a scenario.
Well, who are you picking?
I think due to his monumental rise in popularity and his charisma finally connecting with the audience. It will
Oh, no. Definitely gender.
It'll be a Rusev Day.
Like at this point, I can't argue against it because I mean there has been reports too of Rusev asked for his release from the company, which I can understand why he'd want to be released.
From what I heard, he asked for the release.
From what I heard, that's why they put him in the video.
Yes, that's what I heard too, and I think it's the same reason why he's going to win the United States Championship.
I hope that's wrong though, but I want to be surprised.
I mean,
he likes to play the whole game.
I 100% believe he's not the only one that's asking right now. I think a lot of people are asking for the release because look at Sullivan Crow.
Didn't that happen in Nia Jax? Nia Jax no-showed for like 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, no, but she was pulling the Raw card. She was playing the Raw card.
Rock's my cousin.
Yeah, she was trying to get more money. That's all that was. That was all that was.
You were gonna say Cody too, right?
Yeah, Cody. Yeah, because if you look at those two, even look at guys that were in the Cruiserweight Classic like Kota Ibushi and Zack Sabre Jr. tearing it up in the indie scene right now. They're proving. Yeah, no. What's his name? Sammy Callahan said he's making more money now in the indie scene than he made in WWE, which I totally believe. He's one of the hottest commodities on the indie scene right now.
He's the draw.
Yeah, no, big time. Especially with the shit that went down with Eddie Edwards. Even though it's an accident, he became one of the most hated men in wrestling.
And he played that shit like the Young Bucks played the cease and desist.
Yep.
They made a shirt, probably like half of wrestling fans own it.
Like, people got mad that he did that, yet they don't realize that Greg Valentine did the same fucking thing.
So many people did it.
Like, it's not a new thing.
He addressed it on Twitter and with the interview with Jericho.
Yep.
There's so much crap that happened back in the day and no one cared because it was a different time.
Yeah.
Are we going to talk about Earl Hebner's damn right I regret t-shirt?
Exactly. But that actually reminds me of something. Did you see, I can't remember who the kid was, some random indie event. He accidentally spit some gum on a little girl, and the little girl's dad came out and assaulted the wrestler. Did you guys see that story?
Yeah,
I may have seen the headline.
I saw some mentions.
Pissed me off in the worst way because Dave Sapolsky, the man who founded, I don't know if he founded Ring of Honor, but he had a very, very big helping with Ring of Honor, currently running Evolve, justified that dad jumping out of the crowd and attacking a wrestler because he accidentally spit gum on a child. Bruiser Brody went to Japan and would run through the crowd with a chain, swinging a fucking chain around, trying to fucking rip people's heads off the damn thing.
Water all over everybody every time he comes up.
And people are getting angry. Like, people are like, that's assault. That little girl got assaulted. No, the wrestler got assaulted when Daddy Dearest decided to jump the fucking guardrail.
I don't disagree with you, but 2 different cultures, 2 different time eras.
Yeah, you're right. Our culture nowadays are fucking pussies.
Not just that, but the Japanese, to this day, treat pro wrestlers differently than Americans.
I have a perfect example. One girl gets gum accidentally spit on her. Her dad attacks her. Another girl, Lance Hoyt, is literally in her face messing with her, and the little kid's crying, and the dad is holding the kid and going, yeah, this is awesome!
Genesis.
Yes!
It was amazing!
Literally just happened.
Like, it was amazing!
It was gets it out.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just acting.
Yeah, no, it bothers the hell out of me. American wrestling fans are fucking pussies.
Agreed.
They are.
So about Rusev?
Yeah, so Drake, who do you think's going to win the U.S.
How do
title?
we get into this? What the hell?
I don't even know.
I don't know. We're gonna have to listen to it tomorrow.
You'll figure it out.
Shit makes us mad, damn it.
I have no idea what you just said.
He says shit makes us mad, damn it.
Yeah, exactly. And we're all together, so fuck it.
It's like the South Park NASCAR episode. Pisses me off. What was that driver?
Oh,
Danica Patrick. Anyways,
So who's gonna win the US?
Rusev is so freaking over right now. How could you not give it to him? And that's one. And that's why I kind of would like to think that the rumor about him asking for release was false, only because it's like, how could they be so ignorant and
Either
naive?
false or blown out.
You realize we're talking about WWE creative, right?
Yeah, but I'm looking at it.
Yeah, but with the XFL venture, I think Vince has had less of his hands on it.
Oh yeah,
More-
it's
more
blatantly,
What I'm
it's
saying
blatantly
is, like,
obvious.
first of all, they always say like, well, if the crowd likes him, then we should promote him. Another thing is, it's not even, I can kind of get at the crowd. You know, like the Zack Ryder thing.
Yeah.
People kind of took over because like the whole YouTube thing. Or Zack Ryder, like I get. Well, Vince, he's not like a main event guy, so I can see like Vince trying to stifle that a little bit. But Rusev is a big, muscular guy. He's Vince's wet dream. What is there not to like
He
about him?
has way more charisma than Zack Ryder.
And he's
I
proven
don't
he can be a
understand.
champion.
Why would they want him to be? Why would they want him to be a top guy? He's such championship material. What is he a dick in the back? Like, I don't understand like why they just haven't given this man a world fucking title yet. The very least they can do for him. The very least they can do for him
Because he's foreign.
is give him the US title. So Nakamura.
Wait. That is not because he's foreign.
Well,
I truly believe
We've seen the
that he
pattern.
will get a world title eventually.
we've seen the pattern happen.
As Booker T would say,
I truly, I hate to
Times
say
are
it.
changing, man. They're going global. They're going huge. Global.
I just
We're
don't
going
see
to
it.
get a foreign champion on this show.
Yeah, we're
No,
not.
no,
Yeah, but here's the
I
difference
agree with you.
between
My point
Shinsuke
was that's
Nakamura and Rusev.
I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. Is that's my point. Is why we haven't seen him get it to this point. But now going forward with more input from Triple H,
I still don't think he's going to be a
the
champion.
product's getting better.
I still don't think he's going to be a world champion, though. I think it's going to be the Cesaro factor.
Well,
Honestly,
maybe
a
not
guy that
world
who
champion,
truly
not
deserves
right
it,
now.
but he's not going to get it.
hey, don't ruin Christmas for
Don't make me cry. Don't bring up.
don't ruin Rusev Day.
What were you going to say, though, Tony?
That's what I was going to say.
No, about Shinsuke.
Oh, they're on totally different levels. They're on totally different levels. Shinsuke deserves to be a foreign champion.
Charisma-wise,
100%. I mean,
Well, so does
on
Rusev.
on a charismatic level, on a wrestling level, they are on two totally different planets.
I agree.
I love Rusev. Don't get me wrong. I think Rusev is a great mid-card champion.
I
But
would
to
also
steal the
argue-
phrase
I don't
from
think he's
Triple
that
H,
far behind.
I'd
he's
also
just a
argue
B-plus player.
on a marketability level, because only one of the Rusev shirts has sold well at all, and it's the Rusev Day shirt,
Yeah,
which was pretty much created by Aiden English, not Rusev.
exactly. You got to give Aiden
Yeah,
a lot of
and
credit for
one
Rusev
day,
taking
just
it.
like the New Day, it's going to die out.
No, I'll give New Day. Well, I'll give New Day credit. They've lasted a lot longer than I thought they
That
would.
pancake shit ruined it.
No, come on, you. Pancakes what ruined it? They jumped the shark like 7 months ago.
Unfortunately, the pancakes might have saved it.
Yeah, honestly.
If you look up,
I missed the booty.
I listened to a Wade Keller podcast where they addressed the pancakes and why. Because for the longest time I didn't understand it, and it's something about Little Sambo. It's like this African story where this kid like turns into pancake batter or something. I don't know.
The explanation makes the gimmick even worse.
It is terrible, and apparently it was a restaurant in the deep south. Yeah, it's super racist.
I've never heard of this.
This is ridiculous.
Well, hold on though. Can I?
This
can I
is
ask you-
ridiculous. We need to
It's
get
not
on
that
that.
ridiculous.
No, it's pretty ridiculous. I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about right now.
Tony, look it up.
I need- I'll have to look it
How
up.
did you know that? Like, how do you know that that's 100% what they were basing on? Like, was that just like a thought? If no, they didn't say it themselves, I'm not going to say that's.
No, Wade Keller's a pretty reputable source. Wade Keller, you can trust.
He was
Wade Keller.
He was talking to another guy who I believe was African American, and the African American guy was saying that.
Like I wouldn't doubt it
Why
because I
would
mean,
do they want to be?
because they want to.
Are they just like making fun of it? Like they were like rubbing people's faces? Like, hey, that's
I mean, it could be. We don't know the story. It could be a very positive story in African culture.
But it's not. But they could be taking it and trying to put a positive spin on it.
Because you gotta remember.
So I'm saying, why would you want to draw attention to like a racist thing? It's like 100 years old.
Well, you gotta remember,
Kinda like
they
how,
started off as racist black preachers. They were as stereotypical black preachers as you could have been. You have to remember
that was
that.
like not even 3 years.
Exactly. You have to remember this gimmick started in racism. We have to remember this already.
What did it? The Juan Deere. It's the Mexicans who driving the Juan Deere.
Don't you talk shit on the Mexicals. That's my favorite tag team of all
I
time.
loved it, but the gimmick was redundant.
Super crazy and humans who on fucking lawnmowers. What's better than that?
My boss is racist.
I love it.
On lawnmowers. You mean mower of lawns.
On mower of lawn.
Mower of lawns.
Oh my God. Have you seen the mower of lawn t-shirts?
Yes.
Have you seen the mower of lawn t-shirt?
Yes,
Oh
I'm
my
buying
God.
as soon as I have money.
It's
and I don't
amazing.
care.
This episode is going to be insane.
Oh, it is.
So this is like every phenomenal podcast.
Pretty much. All right. Well, let's move on because we're actually already halfway through this show. We're actually getting.
Oh yes, Rusev was my prediction.
We actually only have like.
So the next match.
Tony, who did you pick?
You haven't picked the US.
I chose Rusev.
Okay.
Yeah, I said he's going to win because he asked for his release. I think it's going to play
Next
into it.
match: Harvey Whitman versus Boogeyman.
Close. Close. It's actually
Versus Mike Adamle.
no. It is actually
Jeff
Doink the Clown
Harvey.
Jeff Harvey.
versus Abe Knuckleball Schwartz in a
Tommy
dumpster.
Dreamer.
Wait a second.
Tap
We're
on.
talking about the New Day. Why don't we just do the SmackDown one?
Well, that's what I was going to do. Yeah, we're just going to move on to it. Yeah, it is the Usos defending the tag team championships against say New Day, which right now I'm going to take the guess it's going to be Big E and Kofi.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be my prediction for those two in the match. And versus the Bludgeon Brothers. Bludgeon Brothers got to walk away with the tag team titles here, right?
Yes.
They have to.
They have to.
Yeah, I really like the Bludgeon Brothers. I'm going to pick the Bludgeon Brothers because I think it is funny that all the people that were involved in the Wyatt family are way more important than Bray Wyatt right now.
Right?
That doesn't surprise me.
Oh,
We talked about that. We talked about that a couple weeks ago on our
Vegas. Because Braun Strowman is he is Monday Night Raw.
He's the most over wrestler in the industry. There's not the only person you could say is more over is probably the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. There's nobody more over.
Correct.
And why is it in the Universal title picture?
Because Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. What do you expect?
Because Brock Lesnar won't fight him one-on-one. He refuses to. Every multi-man match that they have, Braun doesn't take the pin.
Yeah. What are you gonna have one thing with the situation?
I mean, sure, but
Because we saw him take the pin when they did fight one-on-one.
Braun doesn't want to fight him again because whenever he kicked it, hit him in the face or whatever.
No, but trust me, Brock he punched him straight in the face.
Yeah.
Braun's a tough son of a bitch to be able to get punched straight in the face by Brock Lesnar and
I'm
knocked
going
out.
with Bludgeon Brothers because I love their big hammers.
No, they're great.
And
Oh yeah, absolutely.
it's something different.
Yes.
And it's awesome. You know, it's actually I read somewhere. Actually, I don't know if I've heard this, but I totally read it. Vince McMahon. What's that?
The voices in your head.
Yeah. I hear voices. Vince McMahon actually can still do good to this day, surprisingly. Apparently, he actually came up with the Bludgeon Brother gimmick. I'm
Yeah.
like, wow.
No, he had a big hand in the vignettes.
McMahon's doing something good.
Luke Harper was on Sam Roberts' podcast and said that Vince was totally hands-on with their vignettes and all that stuff.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's hard to believe, right?
Yeah, it is.
But and also, if I'm not mistaken, ever since they,
I thought that Triple H written all over.
right? That's what I would have thought too, John. But
No, you can
ever
tell
since
by the old school booking. This is a very, very old school
Sure,
book.
but also kind of like the metal music. It's kind of, I don't know.
Yeah.
The folk metal. It's like
Plus, I could also imagine if the Bludgeon Brothers never became a thing. I could have easily been War Machine.
Oh yeah.
Very easily. Honestly, that whole gimmick could have been War Machine's gimmick if they wanted to change him from War Machine. But I'm pretty sure we were going to keep him as War Machine in NXT.
Gimmicky. But,
Still pisses me off they weren't in the Dusty Tag Team Classic. Just saying.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I
I think they're
would
holding
agree.
on.
I wish they were in place for Mustache Mountain.
Honestly,
Mustache right
They're
now.
waiting to put War Machine on NXT. So whenever AOP goes up.
no, I'm going to have a bold prediction with them. I can see them skipping NXT.
Ooh.
We haven't seen a tag team skip NXT yet. I can see it being War
Maybe
Machine.
both of them show.
They're main roster ready.
Sarah Logan, who's married to Ray Rowe,
Yeah.
she didn't spend a lot of time in NXT at all.
No, not really.
Anyways, ever since the Bludgeon Brothers came back repackaged as such, they've been undefeated.
Oh, nobody's even gone close to touching them.
To me, that's like an even bigger reason why not only should they win, they need to win. They're gonna win.
If they lose, they're not going to be
involved. They need to win. They're gonna win. Bludgeon Brothers all the way.
But the thing about
the best
the War Machines skipping NXT, they were shown at an NXT event.
They were
being signed. So that's
True.
the only thing I would do. So we're all going Bludgeon Brothers.
Yeah, at this point,
If we,
there's a lot of matches. There's a lot of matches in this card where it's like a surefire pick, but then there's ones that are not. And the one that I'm going to say next year is Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
You guys still can't forget the wild card of Too Cool. Could be entered last minute.
You never know, dude. Rikishi's been kicking it lately.
I know, right? Hey, the Worm, man. The Worm can make an appearance. Then it's over.
This match, what's the stipulation?
No, the stipulation of this match is if Owens and Zayn win, they're rehired to SmackDown.
And if they lose, they're never seen on SmackDown or WWE.
I think it's just SmackDown.
Okay.
But here's the thing, though. El Generico did pop up on Twitter, and you can buy his shirts on the store again.
The other thing is, if
no, he's with the Orphans.
I'm going to say that Daniel Bryan. I'm going to predict that Daniel Bryan returns to the place where he won his titles and he wins again. Or the WWE screws everything up and tries to make Daniel Bryan turn heel.
I doubt that.
And very seriously.
I doubt that 100%.
Yeah. So I'm going with Daniel Bryan and Shane over Owens and Generico. Owens and Zayn. Owens and Zayn show up on Raw.
So I just realized something 5 minutes ago. The last 5 minutes of audio is going to be fucked up, and I'll fix it. The cat accidentally pulled the thing out.
Yeah, boy.
It's cool. I just noticed it. It was only a couple of minutes ago, so I'll fix it. Don't worry about it. We'll be good. But
you're gonna say
no, it's all been recorded.
You're not getting it right.
Yeah, no. No, I noticed it was plugged in a minute ago. I know it was plugged in.
At least that let me have a fucking cigarette.
No, we're fine. We're fine. But to move on to that. But who's next? You gave your pick, John.
John Paul Kerns.
What do you think?
I think we're gonna see Daniel and Shane McMahon win because Daniel Bryan just came back from a 3-year absence. Well, not really an absence, but you know what I mean. Gave a super emotional speech.
Yeah. To
have them get crushed by Kevin and Sami would honestly, pardon my French, it would be a fuck you to the fans if they had Owens and Zayn win.
And if you have Kevin and Sami lose, that can reignite their feud.
Sure.
I never knew that fuck is the same in both French and English. That's really cool. Anyways, so I think that Bryan and Shane need to win. I mean, Bryan just came back, like you said, after 3-year hiatus, and it's fuck, man, he needs to win. I was talking about this with JP the other day or week or who the hell knows. We suck at time. How there's so much good about this guy wrapped up into one big old ball.
Oh yeah,
charisma, skill, the ability to get the crowd behind him, his energy, his passion, everything. There's you can say there's Bret Hart, Benoit, Michaels, Hogan because of the hulking up thing. It's all combined into one, and it's so exciting, and people were actually crying. Me, one of them.
Oh, I was crying.
He came back. How the hell are you going to have all this big comeback and just for them to lose? Right. They can still win and have a way to figure out to bring Sami and Kevin back, and it's probably going to be on Raw, like JP said. And so yeah, I'm going with Bryan and Shane, and they can always kayfabe find a way to bring back Kevin and Sami. They ain't going anywhere.
Well, guess what, guys? I think all three of you are wrong. I think everybody's going to get heartbroken.
Don't say it. Don't you say it.
Because Shane McMahon's going to screw Daniel Bryan.
I never even thought about that.
Explain yourself.
Daniel Bryan and Shane have been neck to neck and angry at each other for months now.
Jesus.
And then all of a sudden, just because Daniel Bryan got cleared and he got beat up one time by Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, all of a sudden they're going to be cool. Think about this. We don't have an authority right now, technically. We really don't. I mean, the authority's technically on Raw, but we don't have an A authority. You know what I mean? We don't have that evil group. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Shane McMahon working together sounds pretty fucking interesting.
I like your idea, and I hope it happens.
That's actually pretty genius. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, as great as it
no
would be.
one ever thought about that.
As great as it would be for Daniel Bryan to win in his debut, it would be even better to watch him get pinned in the center of that ring and listen to the fucking. Because if you do that, you have the 3 biggest heels in the industry standing in the middle of the ring at WrestleMania.
What? You're probably right, you son of a bitch.
If I'm not right, WWE needs to hire me right fucking now.
But then where do you go?
You got Daniel Bryan versus Shane McMahon.
But you have to have him wrestle Shinsuke at SummerSlam.
You got plenty of time with SummerSlam. You got plenty of time.
All right.
I don't know if it's going to happen to a T, but I kind of like am sensing there's be some kind of screw job taking place. I mean, hell, months ago, at least I thought, but I think JP did too. I thought it was going to be Bryan versus Shane.
It could have been a possibility.
And there was talks maybe Bryan might turn heel or vice versa. So it could still happen in this match.
You can't turn Bryan heel. You can try. It's going to be like it's going to be like turning Stone Cold heel. It's just not going to work.
People are still going to cheer the hell out.
Exactly. So I mean, it's got to be Shane McMahon at this point. Like, I could argue Shane's been getting stale as a babyface too. Honestly,
yeah, I still like Shane though.
Shane's always, yeah, Shane's been stale since the day he came out. I think
not true.
Like came out of the closet or the womb.
Dude, the only thing redeeming about him is his Daredevil esque mind.
Yeah,
that's it.
Shane,
not true.
Shane do well in a match where he doesn't get to swing a chair at somebody?
See, you're totally discrediting all the corporation stuff. You got a lot of really great promos with the corporation. See, you're totally discrediting. See, you're discrediting him because his last name is McMahon.
No way. Stephanie's amazing. She's one of the best heels of all time.
All right, I'm just going to end the podcast right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you serious?
I hate Stephanie McMahon.
Exactly.
Name one thing Stephanie McMahon has done positive for the wrestling business.
No, I said she's one of the best heels of all time.
Bullshit.
Then you said I hate her. And I said exactly.
No, because there's two.
Both of them.
There is two different types of hate.
Shane, I disagree with him about Stephanie.
There's two different types of hate.
Both Shane and Stephanie are awesome in their own way.
Nah, because here's the thing with Stephanie. Shane has gotten people over. Who the fuck has Stephanie gotten over?
Isn't she like
other than Stephanie? No, Daniel Bryan got Daniel. Bryan was over.
But she helped?
No, he was over way before that.
But she helped?
No, he didn't. No,
I have to agree with him.
Triple H and Stephanie definitely helped Daniel Bryan.
No, because
maybe not to us.
They buried him.
Other people.
Nah, see, I'm telling you, because look at
you do realize sometimes you can be wrong, but sometimes things are just opinions.
No, you're right, but at the same time, look at the build to SummerSlam with John Cena. He was just as over before as he was after. You can go watch. I can see you making the face. Go back and watch the build because I have. There's a reason Daniel Bryan got picked for that match in the first place because he was the most over guy on the roster.
I'm just gonna say that I think you're right to a degree. I think honestly, Stephanie and Shane and Stephanie Triple H did help to a degree, and Punk walking out helped.
Yes, I think Punk walking out helped a lot more than Stephanie McMahon. I think Punk has a big.
But I would say that Stephanie does a lot of good backstage.
Over Ronda Rousey.
One person in 10 years.
If I have to think, like I can't think about.
She's squashed Brie Bella. Huh? Yes, I 100% care about Ronda Rousey. I think Ronda Rousey is going to completely change women's wrestling.
She's no Brock Lesnar.
I think she's totally going to change women's wrestling.
I'm going to get to my opinion on that when we actually.
Yeah, we'll talk about that when we get there.
But hold on though, I would imagine. Well, Triple H is making all these great decisions, right? Well, he's married to Stephanie. I'm sure Stephanie's not like all these decisions you're making, my dear husband, are dog shit. I'm sure she's like I'm saying they're married couple think practically with like the same brain.
But I'm not talking
sure
about that.
She had a lot of input with that. So like in a way, if Triple H is doing good, by proxy, Stephanie's also doing good.
But that's not what the discussion is right now. We're talking about character. We're talking about the character of Stephanie.
I think she's a fantastic heel.
I didn't say she was great at putting over people. I said she was amazing as a heel.
But that should be.
When I say
Kevin Owens is a great heel. He still puts over who he's talking shit on.
Yeah,
she puts the people over too when she talks about them.
Nah,
and she does
not maybe old Stephanie. Like
she does the backhanded compliment all the time. So at the end, you still hate her.
But here's the thing too with the Stephanie McMahon character. It's going to get rectified here at WrestleMania. She can talk all this shit on people. Nobody could ever get at her. You could never get your comeuppance on Stephanie McMahon ever. Ronda Rousey's the only person that was able to do it.
What'd you say about coming on Muppets?
I mean, that's part of wrestling. You got to come on them Muppets.
Come Muppets.
Well, that's
I ain't coming on no Muppets.
Tony, that's a perfect segue, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's a perfect segue into
Subway. I'm hungry.
Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. Obviously, Ronda Rousey's going to tap Stephanie McMahon out here at WrestleMania. It has to happen.
What if Ronda Rousey taps out Triple H?
I would be cool with that too. Honestly, I hope that happens because that would open up the door to intergender wrestling in WWE, which I think needs to happen.
I don't know. Both you guys, I kind of like. I disagree. I mean, I think Stephanie and Shane's character are both amazing in their own way. I mean, Stephanie definitely is a great heel.
No, I'm not saying that.
Put people over.
I agree
Shane
with that.
Also has decent matches. Like, look at Styles last year and shit. Like,
look at the Survivor Series.
Wait,
he didn't
what
jump off
exactly-
anything big, and he still had a really good help in that match.
wait, hold on. Let me clarify. What exactly is your problem with Stephanie? You said she doesn't put people over with her character.
I'm just saying there's no way in hell she's the greatest heel in wrestling. There's no fucking
Well,
way.
he said
one of the greatest.
She
heels
isn't
of
top
modern
50.
times.
She ain't even top 50. You're discrediting so many workers in the industry. I'm sorry.
But
I don't
she
see
is
it.
pretty evil, man. Like the whole corporate thing. Like,
I'm not
she's
discrediting
such
that.
a bitch. Like she kind of is.
When they went not.
I'm not
just
discrediting
Daniel
that.
Bryan, but when they were giving the screws,
Or she
when
was-
they were doing the whole authority angle and giving the screws to Big Show and this one and that one,
Yeah, and she was slapping everybody on television. And nobody could touch her.
and everything
How does that
she
make
said-
her a great heel?
I fucking hate her.
See, here's my
I
thing
hope
though.
she burns in hell.
That doesn't.
Remember, I said,
And I don't even
JP,
know.
I hate
But
Stephanie.
those are two different types of hate. You don't hate the character of Stephanie McMahon. You hate the person of Stephanie McMahon.
I don't know the person.
No,
I
that
only know
one.
the
That's not the real life her on TV.
But it's like hating Roman Reigns. It's equal to that. It's a different type of hatred.
But I doubt Stephanie's that much of a bitch in real life. No one is that despicable.
No, I mean it's possible. If you've seen her tweets about philanthropy is the future of marketing.
Right.
Yeah, she's a pretty terrible human being.
Wait,
She's a
I
McMahon.
forget what that even means. To be honest with you.
Philanthropy is like charity work. So she says charity is the
using
future of marketing.
philanthropy, charity work to get money.
Yeah, that's a tweet that you can
That's
find.
why the whole Warrior Award.
Yes, we got into that already. No, but I'm not discrediting Stephanie McMahon as a heel.
You're just mad because I shit on Shane.
No, honestly,
It
like
kinda
Shane's
seemed
not,
like that was the chain reaction.
No. I think
his
Stephanie. Here's my thing with Stephanie McMahon. Take away the corporate part of her character. What makes her so great? She's great because she's in that corporate role. Take that away. What makes her good? You can take away Kevin Owens being the heel asshole character. He's still going to get over. Same with Adam Cole. Same with The Miz. Do it to Stephanie. It's not going to work.
Has worked there longer than Shane. Stephanie has been in multiple roles in the back and on screen.
Okay.
Than Shane. Shane always plays
But once
the
again,
same fucking character.
that's not true. That's not true.
Except for he began as a heel. He began as a heel.
Did you not watch the 2006 with the DX shit where he was playing the comedic son where like he was just going with his dad because he had the money?
I did not watch that because
See, yeah,
I was in a band and I was finger fucking girls. So
but that's the thing though. You're totally discrediting an era where Shane McMahon was playing a totally different character. He did change his character a lot at that
man
point.
from high school. He actually didn't watch it then, but then like he sort of.
but I
got
did
back
call
into
you
it.
Triple H.
Yeah,
You
he
had
got
long
back. He
blonde
didn't start
hair.
watching it. He didn't start watching it again until Benoit killed people.
Yep.
That's always
I
nice.
still have that shirt. I lost mine. I don't know what happened.
I
to
still have it.
fucking lost mine. Bucked her, bud. So anyway, obviously this is almost kind of like some political argument. Like no one's going to agree. So
Yeah, no,
we should all
we've
just-
hit a stalemate. At this
Maybe
point.
we should all
both
just start finger banging things. I don't know.
Come here, cat.
So anyway,
He said things. He didn't say people.
what the hell subject were we on?
We're on the tag team match. Kurt Angle and yes,
what?
the Ronda tag match.
Oh, we're on that now.
Yes.
Was the last match the Bludgeon Brothers shit? We bullshit that much between that.
No, we started the Daniel Bryan and Shane.
Oh, Daniel Bryan. Okay.
Yeah, and then you guys gave yours.
Daniel Bryan. Yeah.
And he ended with the
The Shane Turner.
But I do love. I like Shane and Stephanie's characters in their own way. And let's go on to Ronda. Ronda. Okay. Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay, good. Anyway, so about Ronda Rousey, and I still have to redeem myself for apparently snoring in the one fucking episode I was drunk.
You did. I was
And
mad.
he was like getting all like red in the face and like about to.
It's the only time I was forced to turn Drake down during an episode. Only time.
Oh, I thought you meant for sex.
Oh no, I don't.
Oh,
never turn Drake down for sex.
I was gonna say
Never turn that down.
That must have been like really.
I
I
was
must have
about
been
to
really
say.
bad because I'm a decent lad.
His head game is.
We're going down a weird road, ladies and gentlemen.
So, I'm not a big MMA fan. I'm not discrediting it. I'm not even saying I dislike it. I just don't follow it very much. Kind of like I'm a casual fan with like most sports, So I have not really seen what she can do, Ronda, that is. But I really, I'm pumped that she's like here in the WWE, and she obviously is a legitimate fan. Otherwise, why the hell else would she be there?
Yeah.
Otherwise, she would just be bastardizing Piper's name.
She's best friends with Shayna and Strong's wife.
Oh, Strong.
Is she
Roderick
married?
Strong's wife.
Is that the
Who is
Megan
that?
Megan Anderson, or is that the other one?
Shriver?
No, yeah,
Marina Shriver?
she's the other one. She's the fourth one.
So, yeah, she's green right now, but we can't like give her shit. Like she's new, and as long as she's like going to be full time and putting the work in, and she's passionate about it, I'm going to be a little forgiving. Like she's brand new. Give her time. Yeah, her promos weren't that great.
They improved closer to Mania.
I'm excited to see what she's going to do in Mania.
The only promo she did bad at was the first one.
Yeah, the first one was a little
Royal
awkward.
Rumble. Everything else has been passable to at least good. And
I didn't say bad. I just said not that great.
right,
Yeah, no,
right.
she's not
also
on a
new. For a new person, not bad.
Yeah, no,
Right.
she's not on like Alexa Bliss level yet. Not even close.
Dude, there's girls who've been there forever who are
True.
on Alexa.
All I'm saying, as
Very
much as I
true.
love Bailey, and even though I want her character to change, she's still even really that great. I'm so I got your number, sister. It's like,
I'm so sick of Bailey. I'll say this right now.
she says
She
like,
could leave
sister
my
a lot, but
television
she
and
also
it
has to
wouldn't
be,
bother
like,
me. Same
So
with
I'm-
Sasha Banks, to be totally honest. They could both just leave at this point. I think we've gotten the most out of what we're going to get out of those two. I think what we saw in NXT is probably their peak.
Unless they do it on the main roster.
I don't think it's
Which
going
they
to be as
should have been
good.
doing.
I think it's going to be like when Kiss came back after their first time when they broke up.
What are you talking about?
They weren't as good. Sasha Banks
Things
and
that we
Bailey.
shouldn't be talking about.
Anyways, true. Yeah, well, this happens all the time on our show.
Well, at this point, we're 20 minutes away from 2 hours, so I'm just trying to get that 20 minutes. Might as well just make it an even 2 hours.
Anyways,
I think John might have something to say.
hold on.
You can do it 2 hours. That's WrestleMania season.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, the first show. Anyways, so I am excited to see what Ronda can do, and I think it'd be kind of dumb to have a new talent who's like one of the biggest signees ever to have her lose. But then again, I really did not think that they were going to let Sting lose his first WrestleMania match, and then Colin was like, "I told you, dude."
That's what worries me about this match.
Win. So I just hope. I mean, I love you, Colin. Actually, I hope you don't hear this. I didn't mean to do that. 'Cause he's actually come over to my house.
Sting lost because Triple H has to bury WCW.
No, I think that was
Doesn't
more
that
offensive.
still
I don't
bother
blame.
you,
I don't blame Triple H with that one. I think that was 100%
he's the
Vince.
instrument.
Yeah, that's all that
Man
was.
is doing it. but
Yeah,
Triple H is the instrument.
That's all that
look
was.
at the feud with Booker T and all that stuff.
Exactly.
There was like some like reports going around that like Triple H is racist because he beat Booker T at WrestleMania. Like it was pretty silly.
Well,
no, he did have that promo. Yeah, he did
Yeah.
have
Wait,
that
well,
promo.
wait,
Bruce Pritchard talked about it recently on his.
Yeah.
Bruce Pritchard talked about it recently on Something to Wrestle. It was like he had this promo about like drive me and you're here to dance.
No, it was the people like you don't get to be world champion.
Yeah, but all
Wait,
the other
he
stuff
didn't mean it
said-
that way. He probably was like, "Oh shit."
No, he also said like be my cab driver and dance.
Yeah, there was a lot of shit.
I don't remember. Wait, was this like a promo like on Raw?
No, these were multiple weeks on Raw. That was a borderline racist
I guess
storyline.
back then I was like fed so much like racist like fucked up shit from McMahon. It all just washed over me that I didn't even like realize how fucked up it was.
Yeah, that was that era of wrestling. That was around the same time as all the Katie Vick stuff too. It was a
when
bad time.
I came back after the Benoit thing, I was at a friend's house and we were watching, and Crime Time came out in the middle of a match and stole the tag belts and walked away. My friend's
But
kid
Cartel was
brother.
awesome.
My friend's kid brother was in there, and I was like, "See that, Philip? Vince McMahon wants you to think all black people steal."
No, see, you bring up that one, but I think of the one when Lita retired her last match and they come out with all her shit and they sell it to all the fans.
My prediction is Ronda and Kurt's gonna win. It'd be dumb to do it otherwise.
No, I agree.
I love Crown Time smashing up JBL's limo.
How about Crime Time selling tickets to DX outside the arena?
Yeah.
And Triple H can't talk hood, but Shawn Michaels can. That was great. That
How
was
about that one dude being Terry Gordy's son? He wrestled around that time. His name started with a J. He always wore a
Oh,
singlet.
JT. No.
He was a white guy with long blonde hair. Always wore a
Are you
singlet.
talking about Jesse? He used to be with Luke Gallows.
Oh yeah,
dude,
Jesse and
Terry Gordy's
Festus.
son,
Yeah.
dude.
Jesse Festus.
Yeah.
Terry Gordy from Fabulous
I did not
Freebirds.
know that.
Yeah.
Huh, no, I didn't know that either. I didn't even see it.
Biscuits and gravy.
Now to get away from that, because nobody wants to talk about Luke Gallows as Festus because we don't want to remind Vince that Luke Gallows was Festus because we don't need to see Festus back on TV.
He was
I
also
want to see Festus the bell ring.
he was also fake Kane.
He was also fake Kane.
Yes.
No,
He was also the human Cadillac during the
Kane
bill.
was fake Diesel.
He was.
Everybody's fake. No,
I mean, we're talking about pro wrestling here, so
That's almost like
Fake exception. Yeah. fake stuff.
that's cool. So, John, how do you feel about this match?
Okay. I remember back when Brock Lesnar first, maybe not when he first came back, but very shortly after, there was a situation where he broke the arm of Triple H.
Yep, I remember that.
And I remember being pissed off and angry that this happened. But I want to see it happen to Stephanie.
I mean, I feel like we all do, honestly.
I want Ronda Rousey to rip Steph's arm out of its socket.
That was my favorite.
And just say what do what she says she's going to do.
That was my favorite line of the whole build. Was what arm is what arm do you write with? Oh, I just want to know so I can get my checks after
I want
your
the
arm off.
finish of the match to be Triple H and Stephanie McMahon tapping out the simultaneous ankle locks from Ronda and Kurt Angle.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see it.
That's juicy.
JP,
I
what
like
do you
that. I
think?
like that, John.
Exactly what John said.
All right. Well, then, if that's the case, let's move on to our double main event because I'm calling it that because even we know what the true main event should be, but it's not going to be that. And of course, I'm talking about the match that. Well, let's mention that real quick. Do you think that's going to happen?
Yeah.
I mean,
Who, me?
just anybody.
I really don't know at this point. I'm here reading stuff that he's not going to wrestle, but he is going to make an appearance. Do you think maybe it'll just come down to like time constraints, or maybe they're kind of like stringing us along?
I think they're stringing us along. I
Because,
think we'll be there.
Kid
gonna
Rock is
ride-
going to be there.
He's going to ride a motorcycle
He
down
has
the
to.
rampway.
John
And the-
Cena's
and
going to
the guy-
clothesline him off the
And the
motorcycle.
guy, the guy who shook the hand of John Cena and endorsed him at the beginning of his career is going to be retired by the same guy he shook the hand of.
Yeah.
And
It needs to happen.
I hope John Cena comes out as the Doctor of Thugonomics.
Oh my God, I'd
I
cream
think-
everywhere.
Undertaker's going to show up at WrestleMania, get right in John Cena's face, and tell him that he will give him his match at WrestleMania 35.
Oh my God, they'll do it. They did it with The Rock and Cena. Why wouldn't they do it again?
It makes sense. So you think, JP, you think that they're going to have the match still like at 34? Or is it just going to be an appearance? What do you think?
I haven't even thought about what John said, but if the match happens, he's coming back as the badass.
Absolutely.
And
And he
Yes,
I think it's going to happen when they bring the people out.
Now. I mean, I'm just saying. Well, and he symbolically retired the Deadman gimmick last year, which
Yes.
we all thought was retirement, but apparently not, because he showed up on Raw 25, and
Yeah,
Cena's
'cause-
been stringing this along for
because
weeks.
Vince got on the phone and was like, I need you again, bud. I need you to do me a favor.
WrestleMania
Do me a favor, bud.
the streak ended in New Orleans.
True, same building. Well, no, it's interesting stuff. It's interesting. Hopefully we get it because honestly, a WrestleMania without Cena or Taker sounds weird to me.
And also, I think what John said actually might be a thing, because I don't even like. 'Cause I think if there was going to be a match, wouldn't they've advertised right now? So okay, an appearance is guaranteed. It seems like an appearance is not the issue that's being argued. It's is there going to be a match?
Well, technically, they didn't announce when The Rock was going to face Eric Rowan at WrestleMania.
oh snap!
I mean, I know that match sucked, and it was
So-
literally just to get The Rock on the card for 30
there's
seconds.
definitely going to be an altercation between the two, but I at this point there's going to be a match. Remains to be seen. But if there is a match, are we all agreeing that Cena wins or Undertaker wins? Does anybody give? I hope.
Yeah,
Taker,
no, Cena wins. Cena has to.
I
win.
want Taker to win, but Cena probably will win. But then this
It's-
would have to be the absolute last match. So if there is a match, I'm going with Cena. That would have to be it.
I'm saying he's going to lose to Cena this year and go in the Hall of Fame next year. Agreed.
That's my opinion.
And we'll move on from that. We'll go on to what's the match that's probably going to steal the weekend. Might steal the year. And of course, we're talking about.
Obviously, you're talking about Brock and Roman.
Of course, 100%. Well, I'm talking about Brock and Roman.
We didn't talk about the Raw tag.
We haven't. You're
Oh, no,
right.
we didn't.
You're right. Before we get to that, it does happen a lot. It does.
No.
Well, there's fucking. We've gone through.
We talked about Jesse.
We're on our 18th fucking match right now. Give me a break. It is not my fault that WWE needs to book every goddamn person in the fucking world on this card.
I feel like there was something missing too. Yeah, okay, that's the one.
Is
Well-
it the Bar or Braun Strowman?
It's the Bar versus Braun Strowman and a mystery partner. Who first? Who's the mystery partner and who wins? JP.
Rumors are that Rey Mysterio is the mystery partner.
I've heard that.
I don't want that to happen
No.
because Braun Strowman's definitely going to win.
Yes.
And Rey Mysterio has promised that he's going to wrestle in New Japan. So I don't think that goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Isn't Ray still hurt?
I like
Technically,
Maybe.
yeah.
I like the idea of how John said earlier in the show, Lars Sullivan being
Here you go, one.
his partner.
the smartest monster
Because-
of all time.
Because I've always thought, is Lars going to stay in NXT forever? Because how do they put him on main programming without taking away from Braun?
True.
Well, the perfect way would be to put them together. So,
And then that would be a good monster versus monster clash down the road.
yeah, and they'll have history.
Yeah.
Who's his partner? I'll go with John because I like the idea, but it'll probably be like Elias, who I love too.
What do you think?
You shut your mouth. I love Elias.
So do I, dude.
You were like, nice. I mean, we're gonna get
I
like
felt like being dying.
we're gonna get like an Elias concert. I hope at WrestleMania.
What, could you imagine Elias is out there performing music and then all of a sudden, if you smell, could you imagine?
No, wait, no. That's how the whole Taker Cena thing starts. It's a rock concert with Elias. Kid Rock comes out and interrupts him, and here comes the Undertaker down the thing.
Well, no, the reason I said, but the reason, see, that's a good idea, but the reason I said The Rock is there's actually rumors The Rock's going to be in Mania. There are a lot of rumors about it.
Okay.
It all makes sense, you know. They
No, I mean,
did every fucking
either situation could very well happen.
yeah.
Yeah, it's John's turn. What do you think, John?
So Braun said that his partner was his twin brother Brains on Raw. But we could actually see the brains of the operation come in as Lord Sullivan because the guy's a genius. We could see the Braun and Brains thing, but still have them be two gigantic monsters. Now, you could also argue that it could be Samoa Joe. It could even be the Big Show.
There's a lot of rumors it's going to
Yeah.
be the Big Show.
Or it could be a little guy. Go with the funny thing. I think I was listening to Talking Jericho, and he said, "What if it's James Ellsworth?"
I mean, we talked about that a little bit on the Phenomenal podcast. It would make sense. Yeah, I did say that. It would make so much sense.
Who made
Because any man with two hands has a fighting chance at the tag team championship.
Yeah. And he's over. He's definitely over.
and he's only over because of Braun.
It's
The
exactly.
more I'm thinking about it, because I was like maybe Sullivan, maybe Joe, maybe Big Show, hell, maybe even Neville. But
Neville will be a very
honestly,
interesting one.
if you think about it, the whole joke, the whole ongoing joke with this whole thing is he just wants to do it by himself. But WWE dictates that he has to have a tag team partner who's basically nobody but is somebody. James Ellsworth. I think it is going to be
It
Ellsworth.
would be perfect.
You're totally
What if
right.
he just pulls him by his neck?
Have him just bring some random person unconscious over his shoulder.
I guarantee you, like, he's gonna get his ass beat. He's gonna like carry him out with the. And plus, you know how badly I want Do you know how badly I want Ellsworth back? I fucking love the guy. He's hysterical. If he comes back, I might pop louder if Ellsworth comes out more than Daniel Bryan coming out.
Would you pop louder with?
No way.
Would you pop louder than I pop?
Only if he's wearing the pink and blue intergender belt.
Only because guys, it would be a surprise more like surprises are more like, come on, if you're more giddy and more, if it's a surprise than if what's about going into it.
It would be like Vicky
Surprise,
Guerrero
welcome,
showing up at the Women's Battle Royal. It would be 100% like that. I would react the exact same way.
Oh, what?
When Vicky Guerrero showed up at the Rumble.
Yes!
It'd be the
I feel
exact
like
same
you and I were
reaction.
the only ones that were excited.
Oh, I fucking marked out. I'm not gonna lie. But I mean,
You married out? What?
no. But honestly, I have no idea who his partner is gonna be. But I know for a fact Braun Strowman's winning.
I actually think it's going to be Ellsworth. I can see it. It's friggin' Ellsworth.
See, I'm just gonna go with the safe bet. It's probably gonna be the Big Show. It's probably gonna be the. As much as I hate that, it's probably gonna
Here's
be
the
the Big
thing,
Show.
though. Like, it's good. Right? It would be funny, like, because the whole thing, he already made it funny with the brains thing. Ellsworth would be the perfect thing, and the crowd would pop.
Oh, it would be. You're absolutely
and
right.
he'll do everything on his own, and he'll just give the other title to an unconscious Ellsworth.
It'd be funny. It would be great, but
So-
it's probably not going to happen because Vince is fucking unfunny.
He's a
motherfucker.
dingle. He's a dingle.
He's a
Dingle.
Dinkelberg.
Dingleberg. So there's 2 matches left.
2 matches left, and I hyped it up a couple times already. I'm just gonna say it: the phenomenal AJ Styles versus fuck that artist shit. He's the king of strong style. Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship. Still blows my mind that we're seeing a match. Just think about that. I'm making my prediction right now. Shinsuke Nakamura is going to win the WWE Championship off of AJ Styles at WrestleMania. Think about what if somebody said it to you 5 years ago, they'd have laughed at you. Exactly.
The history of Japanese wrestlers in the WWE is sad,
It's very sad.
but they are going to rectify it by having a humble AJ Styles, Alan Jones, putting over his friend Shinsuke Nakamura at the grandest stage of them all. And Shinsuke Nakamura is going to walk away not just the king of strong style, but the king of SmackDown Live.
I was gonna say if you said King of Wrestling, Cesaro and Chris Hero, we're gonna have a problem with you. No, but I 100% agree. John, what do you think?
Doesn't matter what I think. This is match of the night.
No doubt.
It's a 7-star match.
Like I said,
On
this could be
paper.
match of the weekend.
Yeah. 7-star match on paper. I think Shinsuke wins. I think Shinsuke goes over AJ.
And
I think that AJ and Shinsuke hug at the end of this match.
do you
Because
think
think about it. This is 2 friends going into the main event, which should be the main event.
It should be the main
The
event.
fans' main event, not Vince's main event.
Most people will probably shut off WrestleMania after this match.
Honestly, I won't, just because I love watching wrestling. But yeah. Yeah. The entrances alone are going to make this match amazing. You've got Shinsuke Nakamura, who's probably going to ride a Caesar to the ring, a la his takeover entrance. And
Dude, I hope the violin dude.
yeah,
black guy. Yeah, I want that guy.
What is his name? Lee something Jr.
Yeah, that
Lee
guy.
England Jr.
Yes, that guy needs to be in Mania.
I would like to see him. I actually had an idea for an entrance. He comes out being carried on a throne, dressed like a Japanese emperor with like a whole orchestra. That was my idea for the entrance.
that'd be amazing?
Yeah,
It would be.
like ancient Japanese emperor type stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
Like Lo Pan.
I know that I picked Charlotte in the Oscar Charlotte match, but it's very possible that we see both of the main champions on SmackDown be Japanese born after WrestleMania,
Yeah.
which is
I don't even think it's a good chance. I think it's happening.
It's pretty
at
much
this point.
guaranteed.
It's happening.
pretty much guaranteed.
If AJ Styles walks out with the WWE Championship, Shinsuke Nakamura might as well just go back to Japan.
One little thing. I don't
It's
think
the truth, though. I mean, if
I
you're
don't-
not going to coordinate him right now, they're
He's
never
gonna
going
have
to
to
do
kill
it.
Shinsuke to walk out with it.
I don't think only AJ
Very
loses.
true.
I think he goes to Raw.
I believe that. I agree with that. There's been a lot of rumors that there's a shakeup going to happen after Mania.
Because I said
Wait, Shinsuke goes to Raw or AJ goes to Raw?
AJ goes to Raw. Seth goes to SmackDown.
Now, but
AJ's gonna have to build a new house.
But here's the thing. Here's where my predictions start to kind of come together. Because you know how I picked the club helping Finn turn heel earlier in the night? I think we're going to get the OG Bullet Club. Because I think once AJ goes to Raw, he's going to hook back up with those guys. And we're going to see the Bullet Club. We're going to see Bullet Club run wild on WWE television.
And then we're going to see the WWE steal the Cody Kenny storyline.
Exactly, with Finn and AJ.
Yeah.
And 100%.
Yeah. Definitely.
Tony,
100%.
Yep. The Balor Club's new shirts do say OGBC on them.
They do.
And
They
it doesn't
100%
have
do.
WWE stitching.
It doesn't.
Oh,
it
what's
doesn't.
that about?
Now here's my question.
Not WWE made.
No, they are.
Now here's my
They're trying
question.
to steal the money from Bullet Club.
If they do this, I'm making a very bold prediction. We will see at least the Young Bucks in WWE in 2018. Maybe not full-time wrestlers. At least in a one-off.
If they do what?
If they bring back the OG Bullet Club in WWE, we will see at least the Young Bucks. I'm saying at least the Young Bucks and Marty Scurll. Maybe not Kenny Omega, but I can see Marty Scurll and the Young Bucks coming. Maybe even if it's just a one-off match at say SummerSlam, where they do like Finn Balor and the club taking on the Young Bucks and Marty Scurll. I can see it. If there's going to be a time in wrestling it's going to happen, now's the time.
You never say never, and lately the past couple of years of wrestling has just been mind-blowing each year. So maybe you're right, but the Jacksons said that they don't really have an interest.
Like I said, I don't think it's going to be a full-time contract.
And times change.
Yeah, like I said, for a one-off match, they've said they want to do one-off matches. They said they'd love to face the New Day
and the Revival.
So there's the opportunities to do it. The only people that are stopping from happening is WWE themselves.
Yep.
Because the Bucks would be down to do it. Right. You're going to tell me that you wouldn't be down to wrestle SummerSlam against Finn Balor in the club? They'll say yes for free, probably. Like, honestly. So I think, honestly, if I'm making a bold prediction for 2018, that's it. I think we're going to see at least the Young Bucks on WWE television.
That's pretty bold, but man,
it's a bold prediction.
Pretty
it
awesome.
Is.
I mean, you don't think they'll like? I would just hope that they would be properly managed.
Because could you imagine if the Bullet Club invaded WWE television? You could even put them together. You have the OGs, and they're like, how'd they get in? The OGs let them in.
Yes,
I could see it.
It would have to be like kind of booked like how it is like in the Indies though. Like
it would come after.
It would be so
between AJ and Finn.
Exactly,
it would be happening. But then Anderson and Gallows would open the doors to them.
Yep,
and it would get them all together, and there's no more feud.
Exactly.
And then it's a whole new NWO.
And everybody's like, holy shit. Because, I mean, you can do it.
With actually good wrestling.
Because, I mean, if you think about it, who would have thought that a WWE championship would be defended in a four-way at an ICW show in Scotland? You know what I mean?
Right.
That's pretty crazy to think about in itself.
Ooh, before we get to the last match.
I didn't even say anything.
Yeah, before we get to what Drake has to say on this and in the last match, I believe Drew McIntyre is coming back this weekend, whether on NXT or in main roster.
No, I think he's going to be in the Battle Royal.
He might, yeah.
Yeah, I could see him making a main roster.
Actually, that's so funny you just said that. What if he is a surprise entrant in the Battle Royal and wins that? That's also a possibility.
No, even crazier. I was going to say that. That would be a pretty interesting team. McIntyre and Braun Strowman. That'd be interesting.
Hey, that's another? Hey, hell yeah, man.
I did see something. It was an idea from a user on Reddit. I don't remember the name, or I would give him credit because this is a banger of an idea. Drew McIntyre is Braun Strowman's partner. He turns on Braun. The Bar and Drew McIntyre beat down Braun Strowman to form a three-man stable.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I 100% love it.
Who said it, but I want to give him all the credit. It would be Cesaro, Sheamus, and Drew McIntyre.
I love it because McIntyre and Sheamus came up together.
Yeah,
the extended
Have you
bar.
Ever played WWE 13?
Yeah,
the United Kingdom formed for real in WWE.
Yep, it did.
Oh yeah, that storyline with like Sheamus and all that. Yeah,
no, I could see that being a very good possibility. But it's time to get to the match.
No, that's right.
Drake, what did you?
Oh yeah, Drake.
I'm
trying to end this. We're past 2 hours at this point.
And you're gonna cut me up, you son of a bitch.
You give me a stunner? Get up here. I'll hit you with a rock bottom, you bitch.
Wow. I'm gonna go with Mike Chioda, the referee, and winning this match.
No, it's Mike Chioda. You're gonna take Mike Chioda or Charles Robinson, you piece of shit.
There's going to be an impromptu hardcore match between Drake Younger and Dean Ambrose.
I'd pay to watch
That'd actually be pretty awesome.
Be
There's
awesome.
going to be chainsaws and fluorescent light bulbs.
things you'll never see on WWE television. You will never see a fluorescent light bulb in a match.
Also, the ICP's coming back. And anyways, so
Yeah, they're a special guest referee, right?
Nakamura. I mean, the match is. The match is just honestly, it's one of those matches you don't care who wins. It's going to be so amazing. You're honestly going to be seeing a classic, a clinic, a work of art. It's just going to be. It's seriously. It's like honestly, it's going to be like poetry in motion. No pun intended. Jeff Hardy. Oh, he could be another guy who comes back and wins the battle royal.
Yeah.
Anyways,
No.
he's one of my all-time favorites. I love
You
Jeff
gave
Hardy.
me a you gave me a perfect segue though, because you said this is a match that no matter who wins, everybody's going to be happy. Let's go to the match. No matter who wins, everybody's going to be pissed off. That, of course, is the main event.
Mhm.
The Universal title, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Honestly, they could cancel this match and nobody would care. So obviously Roman takes it, right? I'll preface it right now.
First.
Well, before you say that, Dana White came out yesterday and said 100% Brock Lesnar's fighting in the UFC. Take that with a grain of salt, but Dana White is a pretty good source.
Now, see, I actually might be in the minority here. I actually don't have a problem with this match happening. My problem with this match is that it's closing the show. That's my only problem with it. I actually don't mind because we didn't even get to see the Don't get me wrong. I mean, he was there. He remembers I almost curb stomping 3 years ago because when Seth Rollins came out. I'm talking about JP. When Seth, I almost curb stomped my own friend because I was so excited. Seth Rollins came out, cashed in at WrestleMania 31, 2015, and like I said, I don't usually like matches with like goofy finishes, like with interference and stuff. But the guy that cashed in and won was somebody that I loved, so I was okay with it. And I actually initially thought I was going to hate Reigns and Lesnar, but the match actually ended up being pretty decent. So at the very, very least, I'm glad that I can finally get closure out of this. Reigns finally wins clean, and Vince McMahon can finally be happy. But like I said, I don't care that the match is happening. I just wish it wasn't closing the show because it's a bit of an insult to the fans. But even if it was like the match before, I'd be like, whatever. You know, I just want to finally see it come to an end, and then we can all just get it over with. It's like having like just being bound up with like a lot of crap and not being able. It was like a 4-year bowel movement that just won't come out.
Yeah,
I finally just want the shit to come out. That's the thing. Like, it's gonna be such a relief when it finally comes out. You know, it's like you're being bound up for 4 years. You just want it to happen. So.
No, you're right. I agree. What do you think, John?
I'm going to start off by saying that I am sick and tired of the winner of the Royal Rumble being guaranteed a main event spot and not getting the fucking main event.
It didn't bother me as much last year.
It happens every year. I hate it. But
I agree.
Yeah. Now,
Except WrestleMania 30.
well, yeah, sure. Roman is going to win.
Yeah.
Obviously. Because no matter how many times Roman wants to say that Brock is Vince's boy, we all know that Roman is Vince's boy.
That's why that promo, I just laughed when he said that. I'm like, all right, hypocritical much.
However, Roman wins, and we actually get to see our title on Raw every week.
True.
We get a person that shows up to work. I think Paul Heyman is going to turn on Brock Lesnar.
I disagree with that one. You can't do that.
As much as it's awesome, that idea is awesome. It's not going to happen because there's also rumors of Heyman doing something else other than wrestling after this.
What?
Like a show or something like that. I don't know.
But at the same time, though, there's also rumors he might be working with Rousey.
He's going to do color commentary for the XFL.
Anyway,
Nice.
I'd
listen to it.
My prediction is obviously Reigns, and like John said, it's great that the title will be on the television more. But Tony and John both said something about the promo about him saying Brock is Vince's boy, and that caused outrage between fans because they said, Roman, you are obviously Vince's boy. On Sam Roberts' podcast, he interviewed Roman Reigns like a week or two ago, and Roberts brought that up to him, and Roman said, look, we are all Vince's boys. all of us are Vince's boys in the back who come to work, who work for him. But the fact that Brock can get away with not only working like 15 minutes a year, hold this title and this and that, and get away with it, he's on another level of being Vince's boy. I'm paraphrasing that ending, but the beginning he definitely said word for word.
I can agree with that.
And that, hearing that out of Roman Reigns' mouth made my eyes open. And, you know, we all hated Reigns for so long because of they're shoving him down our throats. But it's gotten so bad with Brock Lesnar that hatred is subsided. And I just want to see, and honestly, at WrestleMania 31, when they wrestled,
Match was good, right?
the match was awesome.
We all thought it was going to suck, and ended up being pretty good.
It
Yeah, no,
looked
they were
like
great.
a real knockout drag.
Exactly why I'm excited for the sequel. And I'm glad to finally see the asshole Lesnar go to fuck away.
Yes, it's time.
Well, now it's my turn to speak.
I should have said that. I want to see
Well,
Roman.
he's all pro Lesnar.
I should have said that. I want to see Roman and Brock just beat the living hell out of each
Oh,
other.
that's
Oh, they're going to do
it
it.
might be blood.
But-
That will be blood, my boy.
But guess what, guys? As always, you're wrong. Brock Lesnar is going to retain this Sunday at WrestleMania, and he's going to walk into the octagon as the Universal Champion with Paul Heyman by his side, because Brock Lesnar is the greatest wrestler on the planet. Show me a more realistic wrestler on this planet. I'm not even joking right now. Show me a more realistic wrestler on this planet. Nobody's going to fuck with Brock Lesnar.
Brian
Nobody.
Cage.
Okay, I'll take Brian Cage. That's a good argument. Brian Cage, yes, he's legit. Bobby Lashley, I'll take too because he's an MMA fighter. Because here's my thing with this belt and all these rumors and all this stuff. We've done it already before. We did this story already with, I'm going to go back to the UFC. Vince is going to let him go to the UFC. There's no way Vince is going to let Brock Lesnar walk.
But why?
Because Brock Lesnar
need to be there anymore.
Because he's the biggest draw in the industry. Every time that man walks on television, you click the television on. Every time he's on pay-per-view, you buy the pay-per-view. You sign up to the network.
I would buy it with or without him, though. So
To hear Heyman talk, not to see Brock.
No, you say that?
Guys like us, not casual fans.
No, see, that's where you're wrong. The casual fan more likely is going to buy the pay-per-view and watch Brock Lesnar
That's
kick
what I'm
somebody's
saying.
ass. Yes. The only
I was
people that are complaining about Brock Lesnar as world champion are the entitled internet wrestling fans. Just going to let that sit there.
He is believable. He is credible. He's great. But it's time for him to take a breather from wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it.
It's not like he can.
I don't hate him being. I don't
No,
hate
not
him
at
being
all.
champion at all.
Yeah, I love it.
I don't
love
hate
every
him
second.
being
We've
champion.
talked about, me and Drake have talked about this on the podcast.
I hate him not being there.
See, that doesn't bother me though, because every time that belt's on television, that belt means something.
well, you told me
It's
you were
like-
pissed
it's like
when he
every
beat
other
Strowman.
combat sport. It's,
See, no, I was pissed he beat Strowman with one finisher. I wasn't mad that he
see,
beat
I
him.
never had a problem with that either.
That's that.
Tony.
Yeah,
I never had a problem with that either because, like in
You
every
didn't mi-
combat sport, you don't see that title defended all the time.
exactly.
You don't see it.
Conor McGregor hasn't defended his title in 2 years.
Sports. This is professional wrestling. I want to see the title fucking defended at every pay-per-view.
Then watch SmackDown. You have 2 world titles.
I still like Raw, asshole.
But I'm gonna say this: the 2 people who beat the Undertaker, the second person who beat him is gonna win. I don't care what happens.
If I'm being realistic, obviously Roman Reigns is going to win. But the fan in me wants Brock Lesnar to hold on to that title.
you want him to just have it forever. Nobody should be allowed to beat
No,
him.
not forever, but I don't think the title. I don't think it's taken off him yet.
Well, but who do you think? Come on now.
Returning Bobby Lashley.
I don't like Bobby Lashley. I'm not going to lie.
dude, you've missed a lot.
You have missed a lot.
He's
He's a very good wrestler.
I've never
and
liked
he's good
him.
on the mic.
He is.
Every time, even
Bobby
Bobby
Lashley.
though, I never liked him.
You want to take? You know what?
I don't know what TNA
You-
is because he was an Impact.
Impact.
No, he was technically part of TNA still. He was
He
part
was.
of TNA still. He was the TNA heavyweight champion.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I have missed a lot, but even like when I started tuning in again recently and a couple years ago, I was just like, meh, it's Lashley. I've always been meh with
And you're
Lashley.
going to tell me you
Because he
wouldn't
looks
be
like
interested?
a creator wrestler.
He does look like the most default creator wrestler you
Like
can
his
make.
face, like
Everything about him.
just-
He literally looks like a giant roided out baby. I'm not denying his talent. I just never liked it. Maybe I just still can't. I'm still hanging on to the WWE Lashley. Maybe.
And if you're gonna sit here and tell me you don't want to see Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman again, you're just lying to my face.
well, that's what it should be.
It should be. It's
Braun
what it should have
Strowman
been.
should be dethroning him. And
Yes.
letting him go forever.
That's what I'm saying.
Not Roman Reigns.
Exactly.
But I don't want to wait another year for this shit.
You don't have to wait a year. Wait till SummerSlam. Wait. Take it. Make another pay-per-view bigger by having
they're
a
not
huge world
going
title change
to.
on it.
They're not going to because of the storyline about The Undertaker.
Hold on.
See, why does it have to revolve around the Undertaker?
Because
though?
I'm
Vince
going
McMahon
to.
Undertaker has
loves
nothing to do with this
him.
storyline.
Yes, it does.
Because they beat him. That's half
It has nothing to do with the Undertaker.
It has nothing to do with the Undertaker. No, it doesn't.
does.
Why are we the only
It has nothing to do.
No.
Keep saying the two behind the fucking whatever.
When did they have to say that?
he
I
hasn't
haven't
said
heard
that
that on
in over 2
television.
years.
He actually just said it last week. He brought
Did he?
it up.
Oh, well, yeah.
I might have missed that. So they brought it up one time as the main part of the storyline. No, the main part of the storyline, obviously, it's a very small part of it.
No.
Very minute part.
WrestleMania. What do you think of? You think of The Undertaker.
I'm going
Not
to,
anymore. not even close anymore.
I'm going to agree with Tony at some point here. If Lesnar retains, he could still lose it. He could lose it at the Greatest Royal Rumble event.
Exactly. That's being televised on the network.
Is gearing up to be a WrestleMania level card.
It is. It's shaping up like a Mania card. It is.
But it's not even going to be televised.
Have Brock lose the title to Braun at the Greatest Royal Rumble. Okay.
Anyway,
If you're gonna talk into the mic.
I didn't want the mic.
Exactly. Yeah. Fuck.
Anyway,
I'm pretty sure you and me are in the same boat here. We're done. We're tired of Lesnar. Go away.
Say that into the microphone.
I'm sick of Lesnar too, but I'd rather see him lose it to Braun than Roman.
That's part of my point with him. Why I want him to lose it, not to win at Mania.
But I'm so.
Do you really want Roman to win the belt? Let's be honest. Everybody says, yeah, we want Roman to win because then we get a champion back.
Well, here's the thing.
But then the instant Brock leaves and Roman's the champion, you're gonna break. Oh shit! I wish we had.
No,
Brock
did you ever
back.
hear? Did you ever
But
hear
how about this? We're gonna say the same thing.
Well, it's kind of like the whole between a rock and a hard place, or no, more like the lesser of two evils.
Yeah.
I'm going with the lesser of two evils. It's like I agree with that, but at this point, it's been so long that I don't even care anymore. I just want someone other than Lesnar to have.
Because I don't
Lesnar's
disagree.
contract is up after WrestleMania.
But like I
right?
said, we've done this before. We've done this before.
Hold on. There's three guys that the WWE can for the future main event players. You got the Miz, Elias, Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
Braun Strowman doesn't necessarily have to beat Brock Lesnar right now. If Roman Reigns gets the title, who cares? Braun Strowman can win the title off of Roman Reigns in
Yeah.
SummerSlam.
Exactly.
But
That's
it would
what
be
I'm
a much
saying.
more monumental winner of Brock Lesnar. It would be so much. It would mean so much more if he beat Brock Lesnar.
But Braun Strowman doesn't need the win. He's over
But-
more than Roman.
I have a very good argument here.
Also, nobody's even talking about the rumored post-Mania feud with Roman Reigns and Samoa Joe.
Exactly.
I did hear about that.
No, I mean that's probably what's going to happen. But let me give you an argument here, and I got to think for a second because it kind of popped out of my head. Fuck! It was such a good argument. It was so good.
Marijuana affects the
Brock
memory.
Lesnar, Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns.
Nice. Oh, that's where they're going.
No, it had something to do. Fuck! I'm so mad now. It was such a good point.
Jay, did you ever see Half Baked? Marijuana affects the memory.
I think it's because I'm sober. That's why I forgot about it. What was the point I was going to make?
About this.
Keep
match.
talking while I think about this point.
We were talking about Braun, Brock.
Oh, that's it. I got it. Okay. So everybody complains about Brock Lesnar beating The Undertaker and devaluing The
I
Undertaker's
still
streak.
hate it.
If Roman Reigns wins this match, it's the same effect. You're wasting all the shine on Brock Lesnar for Roman. It's the same fucking thing.
What's going to happen anyways? Vince, it's like inevitable. Like I'm
But
just
tell me-
accepting it at this
But
point.
you're going to sit here and tell me it's not the same thing?
What's not?
The Brock Lesnar
I'm
win
confused.
came out of nowhere, whereas this, like Drake just said,
Oh, it's obvious as
inevitable.
shit. Yeah,
It's been written on the walls for years.
but it will. I'm telling you, it will have the same
just want
effect.
the
on-
No, it won't because
Yes, it will because it's the same
ca-
argument. It's the same
I want
argument.
the prophecy to be
it's
fulfilled.
not because of the timing. We didn't expect Taker to lose. We totally expect Roman Reigns to beat Brock Lesnar.
No, dude, I'm not arguing that it's a shock. I'm saying the argument. People say, "Oh, well, Brock Lesnar stole. The streak was ruined because Brock Lesnar took it." So
Yeah.
you can argue that Goldberg already took the shine of the WrestleMania thing. Fine, but I'm saying you're the Beast, the most credible athlete in wrestling. Probably the guy. If you beat Brock Lesnar by yourself at Mania, you're the shit. You're gonna waste that on Roman.
No, they shouldn't, but it's gonna happen, Tony.
No, I mean, I'm just counter arguing. I'm playing devil's advocate because I don't want to see it in the slightest. Like that's the thing that's going to bother me the most.
If you
Everybody
would
says
choose anybody else right now, would it be Braun? Who else would it be?
if I'm choosing, I'm serious, and I truly mean this. What I'm saying right now at WrestleMania, there's nobody that should walk out of that nobody should walk out of that event with the belt other than Brock Lesnar. I truly
Who do
believe
you
that.
think will be ready and when?
I think Braun Strowman you could do it at the Greatest Royal Rumble. If not, wait till Survivor
Do you
Series.
think they should have done it already with Braun, or do you think
You could argue that, yeah.
or do you
could
think
definitely
he's
argue
the
that.
one who should be in the main event right now? And if he was,
It should have been, yes.
but
This year should have been
say
Braun.
if he was hypothetically, if the match was Braun versus Brock for the title,
Then
so
yes,
should
yes.
Braun walk out with the title?
Yes, then I agree with that. Yeah.
Well,
I do
that's
agree
my
with
thing though. Like because we don't live in Fantasyland and the prophecy's written on the
Yeah,
wall.
we gotta deal with this
I have to
bullshit.
accept with what Vince is raping my soul and mind with.
Yeah, no, he's definitely.
And
right
honestly,
about
I don't even hate Reigns that much. We'll just someone's convinced they're gonna beat the motherfucker. Okay, it's gonna be Joe or Braun or John Kerns is gonna get the title, right?
Yeah. that's
John
me.
Kerns is gonna take the title.
Fuck.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say that nobody hates Roman. They hate his booking.
Exactly. That's why.
But here's my thing, though. I could say the exact same thing about Brock Lesnar. Because here's the thing. Yeah, Lesnar
I hate
asked.
Brock Lesnar. He's a piece of shit in real life.
That's not totally true. It's not. There's a lot of people that will say a lot of very good things about Brock Lesnar. He just doesn't like people. He just lives up in Saskatchewan.
Nice cigarettes.
Yeah, when you're the most realistic wrestler in the world, you get those. He's earned those. Tell me he hasn't.
You know what I'm gonna tell you, Tony?
What's that?
That I love you,
I love you too.
and you could.
And that this was
This is a whole Goonland Productions team effort.
Oh, it is. It is. And on that note, this has been the Goonland WrestleMania predictions. This has been I feel like we've been having marathons lately, Drake.
Yeah.
We're gonna be marathon runners at the
I
end.
feel like I just had sex 5 times.
This is like
5 more times.
legitimately. This is like the 4th or 5th 2-hour episode me and Drake have done in the last 3 months.
And I know that. And
Really, I'm serious.
I know that after this streaming match that we all had, I am so goddamn ready for WrestleMania.
Oh no, I'm pumped for it. Yeah, no, I'm pumped for it. So if you want to see WrestleMania, of course, go on the WWE Network. But if you're at home watching WrestleMania and you need some friends to watch WrestleMania with, me and Drake Duncan will be live on the Goonland Productions YouTube page all fucking day. I'm talking from at least 5 o'clock to the end of Mania. We will be live at Drake Duncan's WrestleMania party. It will be people galore. He'll have his friends over. We'll be live with our live reactions to the show. It's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. And I don't know if it's official yet, but it might. I don't know when this episode is going off. We might be doing it right now, but Friday, is that the 6th, I think? Or this 8th?
Friday.
Yeah. Friday is the 6th. So Friday the 6th, I think it starts at 4 o'clock.
No.
What time does it start? 9 p.m. Jesus Christ. 9 p.m. Lucha Underground versus Impact Wrestling. Impact Wrestling is doing this cool thing where you can stream the show on your Twitch channel and do a little commentary on it. So Goonland will be back with that to do that little shindig. So we'll be live with that too. So we're coming live pretty much all weekend. I haven't decided if we might do something over Discord for Takeover since we're all gonna be watching it too. It hasn't been decided yet, but we'll figure it out.
Dude, this is so awesome with all of us coming together.
No, it's the perfect time. You need to celebrate WrestleMania
Come
season.
together.
I vote
Right
we should do
now.
something over Discord for
Over me.
Takeover.
I'm 100% about it. I'm going to be watching it at home by myself, so I'm down to do it. If you want to find out more information on that, facebook.com /Phenomenal Podcast, or sorry, /Goonland Productions. I'm sorry about that. At twitter.com /Phenom Podcast. JP, what is the Omega Cast shit?
We are under the Goonland Productions YouTube page. You can find me in St. Louis rolling on dubs. But actually, you can find me on Instagram at JP Whitman. You can find me on Twitter at DJP Whitman, my co-host.
You can find me on Twitter at jkerns91. I believe Instagram is the same handle. I don't use it that often, but I am on there.
All right.
And thanks for listening.
Yeah, Drake, you want to plug
I have
anything?
no social media. I just live
You
in
know
a
what
cave.
you need to plug. You know what you need to plug.
Oh yeah.
You know what you need to plug.
I live in a cave and I don't
Asshole.
use actual like normal or modern ways of social media. I actually send out carrier pigeons and smoke signals.
But what's the
Two,
Send him Braille. Send him messages in Braille.
and I send messages in Braille.
But who do you send them to? What's your favorite website, Drake?
Tony's hairy, dirty, bushy, hanging, disgusting nutsack.org.net.edu.
Yep.
Before I get off of here, I just want to say to everyone who has listened to this, whether it's evening, afternoon, or daytime for you, you have a great day. Peace and love. That's from JP Whitman and the Omega Cast.
And on that note, we will see you all this Sunday for WrestleMania.